the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike. Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be with, and rappers hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking.
Yeah, I think that there's nothing that Patrick can do, in my opinion, that takes away from what I tried to accomplish in my career. And there's nothing that I did can take away from what he's trying to accomplish. I feel like all I tried to be was the best I could be. And I didn't, even though I had sporting idols, like I said, I could never be Steve Young. I could never be Joe Montana. Those are the guys I could never be. Dan Marino or John Elway. These were my childhood idols, and they had incredible careers, and they put as much as they could into their career, and I really respect them for that. And I just tried to do the same thing. And believe me, if anybody can go out there and win 7 Super Bowls, I have so much respect for them. I understand how difficult it is. I will congratulate them, and I'm going to, give whatever it is a big hug. I texted my friend who plays with Pat after the game, and I just said, tell him congrats. I mean, just awesome to watch him play, and I love watching him lead his team. And of all the things I love leadership, and I love people that are selfless. I hate selfish teammates. I don't like being around people that are self-serving and always trying to create their own self-serving narrative about who they are. I love teams. I love team sports. I love celebrating success with other people and the businesses I'm a part of, whether that's being a part of the Fox broadcast team. I know that I'm just playing one role. Whether it's being a part of Noble, I know I'm playing one role. I need a lot of other teammates to help me come in and be successful. And I embrace that. There's so many things I'm not good at, and there's so many things I don't know. I get to be around people that are the best in the world at what they do, and I get to learn from them. So I see that as just continuing to add to my own learnings and my growth, and I still have hopefully a long life ahead. We'll see how it goes, but I've enjoyed it to this point, and hopefully there's a great second chapter ahead.
That's old GOAT talking about young GOAT. Tom Brady talking about Patrick Mahomes. We were debating this week about, that was one of our questions of the day. If you're starting a team, I think that was one of our questions yesterday, right? If you're starting a team, you start with prime Brady or you start with prime, today's Mahomie.
There's still room to grow.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Not for Joe Kleine, though. He's grown as far as he's going to. He is joining us in the studio.
No, I'm growing, unfortunately.
Still growing?
Wrong way.
Wrong way? I get it. Me too. Yeah, I'm working on it.
More out. Yeah. DJ Williams, the Wizard, Christian Weaver, and Justin Acri. Happy to be with you today. We're not going to Kansas City. We're going to Las Vegas. But we're looking forward to the Super Bowl. They did a nice piece on ESPN today talking about the history of sports in Las Vegas. Remember how taboo it once was not long ago to do any live sporting events in the Sin City. But now it's like common.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, it's commonplace, and you also you have professional sports teams there now too. So
yeah, there'll be an NBA team there before too long.
Think that's the next stop, or you think Seattle, or maybe the same time?
It's both.
I think it's going to be the same time.
Okay, I'm waiting for Kansas City to get one back, Joe.
They're going to move Memphis to the east.
There was talk.
I would assume.
There was talk about what?
There was talk expansion a few years back.
Okay.
Kansas City was in the mix for a little while.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I was old enough to remember when they had it.
I think with Vegas and Seattle needing one, I don't see that happening. because I think those two are the primary.
First, yeah. Didn't you said they split their time back in the day?
Oh yeah, they used to be called the Kansas City Omaha Kings.
Mm-hmm.
They would,
Wow.
They played in both cities.
They would
What was
play,
that for? What was the reasoning for that?
They played like 8 games a year up in Omaha. I'm sure they.
They said, "What's better than one mid-major team?"
Two mid-major teams.
I'm sure it was they could to make money. I'm sure Omaha or something gave them a deal or something. They were very cash strapped team back then, and they played. They started off in the old municipal auditorium downtown, which was 1,000 years old, and then they moved to Kemper Arena, and that was built very visionary. They said, we got a great idea. Let's build it in the middle of the freaking stockyards.
Yeah.
So you had cows everywhere.
Nice.
And then this building, so there were no bars, no anything. But now they have what they call it, it's right downtown.
I can't remember what the arena's called now, but they moved it. Yeah. I don't think I've been to a game.
And it's incredible because it's right. They call it the Power and Light District.
Power and Light,
And there's just tons of stuff to do around there.
When I was at Iowa State, we would go to the Big 12 tournament, Big 8 tournament, then Big 12 tournament because I'm old enough to be Big 8 guy. But we would go to.
Did you go to Kemper?
Yeah, but I was going to say we went to Westport and we would take over Kelley's.
Oh yeah.
And then most of the time we would not go to the games. We would just stay drinking and watch the game at the bar.
I've had some days that turned into nights at Kelley's.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, then we started taking over Harpo's, too. There were so many Iowa State fans. Because, DJ, I don't know if you've ever been to Ames, Iowa. There ain't a lot to do there. So any excuse to leave town is a good excuse.
It's a lot like Green Bay when we were there. A lot like. I mean, we all went to the same spot. And the thing, it's cool you said that, too, Cal, that Lambeau's literally in people's backyard.
Right.
Very small town, not much. It's actually in Ashwaubenon, not even Green Bay. And across the bridge is Green Bay. So very interesting stuff there. But, yeah, we all went to the same bars.
What was your living arrangement like there?
I had a little condo on the river. There's a little river that runs there. And that's pretty much where everyone was. It was very close, very small town. I loved it. One of my favorite places I've ever lived, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
What's your number one?
Ever?
Yeah.
I love Arkansas. I mean, besides Arkansas?
Besides Arkansas.
Oh, man. Jacksonville was fun. I didn't mind Jacksonville.
Really? Okay.
Where I was in Jacksonville. Yeah, I had a nice little spot, brand new, good little area. Had a good time there.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
I'm going there in a couple weeks. I need some tips on places to go.
Yeah, I know a few people.
All right.
All right.
We're going to talk about hog hoops tonight, Joe. And every day I feel like we do this show, it's like, okay, how long have we put it off? We made it 10 minutes almost without talking about it. But, hey, you know what? It's like the old boxing saying, somebody's O has got to go when a couple of undefeated fighters go at it. Well, tonight is somebody's O has got to go in conference play, although Arkansas does have one win. But Missouri's still looking for win number one. And as much as I think Missouri is not very good, there they stand as a 5-point home favorite against an Arkansas team that is struggling, could be Brazil-less, will be Devo-less, and obviously they may be a little rudderless too. We'll see. What do you think happens tonight?
Well, it's going to be a tough game. I'm very interested to see how we play. Do we see the same fight we saw Saturday? That's what I want to see. I mean, because it was refreshing Saturday to talk about a loss from the standpoint of we turned it over at critical times. Our point guard play wasn't very good, and we shot it bad instead of a list of things. We didn't rebound. We didn't play hard. We can't guard the ball. There was no ball movement, yada, 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 yada. It was nice because that's what we've become accustomed to in that Muss's teams have traditionally struggled shooting the ball, but they've been gritty and nasty defensively, get to the free throw line. So there has always been this identity. And this team this year has no identity. And so it was kind of nice to get back to the, hey, we're fighting, we're doing, our big guys are in there banging. Mitchell was the best he's been since he's been here. Does that carry over? And again, I'm not saying we got to make shots. Do we get that fight and determination tonight that we got Saturday? Because that's something that can travel. You sometimes make shots, miss shots, turn it over, not turn it over, play good, don't play good, but your mindset should travel. And I'm anxious to see, do they blow by us? Do we go back? Do we revert back to they score 78, 79 points, and we have no resistance at all. I'm very interested to see
Yeah,
that.
Pat was talking yesterday about what travels well, because I asked, like, why does it seem like some weeks they got it, some weeks they don't? You know, what can you rely on? What is something that no matter if you're off from shooting or whatever, things that you can control each and every week? He talked about taking good shots. That is,
I've done a few of those too.
Not turning the ball over, things like that. But you talk about that mentality of it depends on what team shows up. What goes into the lack of consistency from the mental aspect? I just don't comprehend it. It makes no sense to me.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I think it's always leadership. I think you got to have dudes. I mean, you know, DJ.
Is it hard to do that when you constantly have a transfer portal team and freshmen every single year? How do you build that in today's sports world?
I can't fathom.
Yeah.
8 to 10 new guys a year. I can't fathom it. I mean, it's just, and then the lack. I mean, I've heard people talking about, you know, it's time to get on Musselman time. Everybody wants to get on Musselman. He's like, well, he doesn't develop, and these guys, well, nobody develops anymore. You don't build a program anymore. You build a team. You build it. It's like Arkansas football right now. They're trying to they're trying to build a team for next year. They're not. They would love to be able to redshirt 5 freshmen and groom them and bring them on, but those guys leave.
Yeah.
They get discontented or get a better something else, and so you're sitting there banking on them, and then they walk in one day and go, "Hey, man, I'm going into portal. It's good," and so you can't do it anymore. So, I think Muss has hit on it since he's been at Nevada. And then his first years at Arkansas, I think he's hit the portal and been pretty successful. He's had a good run. I think he whiffed this year a little bit.
And you always have a few guys that stick around for a while, and you got these other talented guys that they go get in the portal. So, I mean, obviously, Devo, question marks around that, you know, but obviously a leader on that basketball team. And
they were banking on him to lead.
So you would need someone like that to be able to get the respect that quickly from these other guys that have never played for him or with him before?
Absolutely. And I think there's something there.
Yeah.
I think the struggles with him and then him leaving and the lack of leadership, I think there's some stuff there.
What about, I was thinking about 2 games a week versus 1 like you played, DJ. And the ability to get up for games. I mean, coming out flat in a football game just doesn't seem like something we talk about as often as we do with basketball.
But they did a lot this past year. They pulled it off.
But I mean,
I think they had leadership problems too.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think we can create the intensity the rest of the year? Play with passion and intensity like the game actually means something.
Well, and I'm an old head, so obviously
most of what you like though and what you believe in still applies today.
Right. But to me, at some point it becomes personal. At some point you're like, F this.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if we go down, everybody's going. If I die, everybody's dying. We're all going down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be an attitude. I'm coming in there with an attitude, and because I'm PO'd and it bothers me. I ain't seeing that. I'm not seeing that, and it's not just Arkansas. You're seeing that a lot across the board.
We've talked about the AAU mentality, and it has definitely seeped into college basketball because, got another game Saturday, no big deal.
Well, sometimes they play 3 games a day in basketball,
right?
You know, so it's like, we lost at 10, but y'all get ready for the game at 1. We're going at 1.
Yeah.
And then you lose that one, and you got a game at 4, and you win the last game, and you go in. It's like birdie in the 18th hole. What'd you shoot? I shot 106, but I birdied 18. Man, I feel really good.
Well, that's like me on the horse races. I missed the first 5, but I got the trifecta in the 6th. Man, everything's cool.
It's a different element in today's game because the fact that Musselman would need to get his guys up to play at that level, I can't comprehend it. You know, if it were me as a coach and a player was just like, Coach, we really need you to get us going, I would point them in the direction of the door. That's something they shouldn't have to worry about. Now, does it come with the job title? Absolutely. But, Joe, I'm pretty sure you understand this just like I do. At some point, there's some sense of pride and just wanting to go out there and just no matter what, just do your thing. And so, there was never a week where I felt like I needed to get up to play a game. And unfortunately, like I said, this new era of this NIL and these people now feeling like, there's something sometimes when there actually aren't. It's just creating. I mean, I just don't understand. I feel sorry for coaches nowadays that have to try to now add on to them while they're doing stuff like this.
To your point, too, Joe, you can't get to this level and play at a high level, no matter what you've been through, if you're not a competitor.
Absolutely.
And just anytime they roll the ball up there, whether it's to win the conference championship or to not go winless, or it's for NIL money or otherwise, like, you got to be a competitor. Like, to your point, like, you got to go fight because that's who you are. And if you don't have fighters, like, you shouldn't be playing.
You got to take what you want, man. You can't wait for people to give it to you. And I think that's
DJ.
That's a problem with
take it.
That's how we do it at Corky's too. I want that rib.
Yeah.
But the NIL, I think sometimes you reward people before they do anything. So instead of
That's a good point.
taking it, you're kind of, well, man, you gave me this money. I must be pretty good.
Yeah.
And it kind of reverts everything, in my opinion. And the last thing, and again. And he knows this better, and I've been a lot. When I was on good teams, and the coach came in there and got on people or something, and when the coach left the room, like if somebody on one of your teams would have said, "Man, screw that dude, man."
No, it don't work like that.
Right? He and me, I did it. I went to blows with guys.
Yeah.
It'd be like, "Man, you need to shut up and listen."
Yeah.
We don't need that in here, and that's what you got to have.
Yeah.
You got to have, like, look, man. You may not like what he's saying, but he wants to win. You need to shut up and get on board.
Don't you think that money could be a motivator also? It's like if you see
It should be.
The lack thereof.
But money is a motivator,
It's a
Christian, when you go like and you get a contract in the NFL, but if you perform, you're gonna get a big
That's
contract.
that's what I've always said because
And that's what's not happening in college. You're coming in and you're getting paid, man, and then there's no, it's not a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal. It's like, here's money for this year, and it's like, well, I don't. Year's over. I ain't going to the bowl game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the bowl game. Don't want to go. Don't want to go to the bowl game. We just paid you $500,000 a year. Nah, I'm not playing at Liberty Bowl. There's got to be something in your. If you're going to give them that much money, it's going to be like, oh yeah, you are, brother. You're going to the bowl game.
Yeah, maybe they need to structure the contracts differently for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I always hated about the old school arguments, like college players are playing for the love of the game versus the NFL players or NBA players playing for money. It's like, no, once you get that money, you want to keep that money. It's like you're playing for your next contract at that point.
And
with an NIL deal, you should be playing for your next deal.
You guys both
and
played.
I understand somebody like the wide receiver, the big time wide receiver for Ohio State,
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I understand
Junior.
him
not going to the bowl game.
not playing.
Right.
I mean, I
know
get
what you're
that.
saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You guys both played for money, but when you went out, like you strapped on your helmet or you put on you laced up your shoes, like you were going out to compete, right? You weren't thinking, "Gee, I'm doing this because I'm going to get paid this much for this game," right?
I think when you get to that level, there's a huge separation of guys that are just competitors and those who are not. I mean,
You'll get exposed.
you get exposed real quick, and it's just as much as you get that contract, and also the other thing is they can cut you in a heartbeat at that level.
Especially in the NFL.
Yeah, they will cut you just like that, and then you're lost trying to figure out what team you want to play for next. But I just have not been in a locker room at that level with people who just now people want their money, but every single day it's competitive, even at practice. It's just the way that it is. And I'm sure it's maybe not that so much in NBA because y'all play so many games, but NFL, it's just I've never seen that. And even at Arkansas, like you said, Joe, what this team is missing is that type of leader. I think Petrino's second year, we're in two-a-days, and this has never happened. I wasn't used to this. Now, D-Mac, a leader, pushing guys to the thing, but when all those guys left, we were struggling trying to find our identity. Second year, Petrino's there at camp, and I guess I'll put some people out there. We had a safety. I won't say his name, but he fell asleep in one of the meetings. 2 days are hard. He fell asleep in one of the
Matt
meetings.
Harris?
It wasn't Matt.
Okay.
It wasn't Matt Harris. And Jerry Franklin, linebacker for us, he was kind of our up-and-coming captain. He started to be more vocal. Well, he pulled him aside in the locker room. He said, "Hey, you got to quit all that taking naps during meetings." And we were like, he said it in front of everybody. And that was the first time we've seen that. We were kind of like, you saw the guys are just like, okay, we're on board with that. And then safety said, "Get out of my face, man." Knocked him out cold. Swung on him right
Sure you
there in the
did?
locker room. Right there in the locker room.
Now you're going to sleep.
Yeah, it made him go to sleep. And obviously we broke it up. We said that's not the way to go about things. But a tone was set now from within the team. Hey, we're not playing around no more. We want to win, and we know what it takes. So now I don't encourage the Razorback basketball team to go knocking each other out.
Yeah.
But a sense of leadership would be nice.
In the old NBA, when we had two-a-days, I mean, you had guys coming in there, and they wanted to make the team, but they had families.
Mm-hmm.
They had, and we would have practices and scrimmages that were, oh my God,
Wars.
I mean, oh geez, Louise, man, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Okay.
Fights. I mean, and it was training camp. The old school coaches, man, they.
Let it go.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
They'd be thrown down, man. It was awesome.
If you want to catch us today, check us out, obviously, here on our stream, on our app. And also, we are on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live as well if you want to see smiling faces. And we got Coach Kelley coming up a little bit later on. Michael Felder's coming on. And I actually just saw Michael last week over in Charlotte, so we'll look forward to chatting with him. I got to talk about there's a guy like you, DJ, a guy likes to cook. I go over to Michael's house. He invited me over. So
I heard you talking about this.
Yeah?
What did he make?
I went over to him and his wife's house, and I walk in. He hands me a beer from a local brewery, and he made lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like,
from
"Let's-"
scratch?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude doesn't play.
All right.
Yeah,
fair
he's
enough.
good chef. I don't know if he made the noodles, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was very good. Jason's up first in the zone. What's up, Jason?
Hey, Justin. Hey, DJ. How you doing, man?
Doing
This is my
all right.
First time talking to you, man.
Jason, where you
yeah.
been? I thought you got kidnapped.
You ain't kidnapped me. How you guys doing today, man?
Good,
Doing
buddy.
good.
What's going on?
Doing good.
I'm doing all right. Hey, Justin, are you coming to why don't you watch the Coach's Queen next weekend?
Am I going to what?
The Coach's Queen.
I think Wes is
Yeah,
coming
why-
down there. I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not, but yeah, we may. We may make it down there.
Okay, I'll be working because I know I've been there for 22 years, and I know if y'all coming next weekend, I'll be there because I'm going to be busy.
Okay.
I do the seafood buffet on Friday night and the Sunday brunch on Sunday. So, if you guys want to come,
All right. Sounds good, man. I appreciate the invite.
thank you.
All right, Jay. See you, buddy. I'm actually going down Friday because we're doing Oaklawn Race Day at the track on Saturday. Looking forward to that. We're going to be on 106.7, by the way, if you're looking for some tips for the Southwest, the Martha Washington, the big races this weekend. Joe, you got to listen at 11 o'clock, 106.7, or tune into the live stream on Saturday. I'm here for you. I don't know anything, but the guys that I'm on with do. Longinati and Jeff Taylor.
When I go to the races,
You like it?
I tune in.
Yeah.
Because I need help.
You
You're
always
in it,
got-
huh?
Use your Oaklawn app. You can do it while you're home. While you're back there cleaning the smoker, you can be making money. What's up, Ethan?
Hey, not much, guys. Hey, after 6.5 hours, Justin, great hire.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Hey, yeah, actually, I thought it was a great hire to start with. DJ, welcome, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Hey, I watch you every morning on Channel 4.
My man. Right
and,
on.
Hey, I love it, man.
His
Hey,
wife
and-
does.
and
Thank you.
No, actually, my wife doesn't watch.
Oh, okay.
Because she's already headed off to work. But anyway, so hey, Joe, I just
Yes,
wanted to get with you, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Justin, you remember the picture I sent you a couple weeks ago?
Yes, of
The
the
bobblehead dog?
bobblehead, yes. The Kleine
Hey,
bobblehead. I
I
actually
found
have
the
one in my
bobble-
office.
Oh, the
Fine.
Bulls.
That must have a very
yeah, the
big head.
bull.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
what?
huge. But I mean, Joe, how can I get that autograph, brother?
Yeah, autograph what? What do you need?
The bobblehead. Just bring it up here. I'll get it
I
done.
got a bobble.
Yeah, just
Okay. Yeah, I'll
bring it to
I'll bring
Corky's
up to you,
or
Justin.
bring it up here. It'll get signed.
Okay,
No
man.
sweat.
I met you a long time ago. with
remember.
Paul Eels. You were at Merle at a
Oh,
bank
God.
when you were playing for the Hogs.
If I was at Morrilton, I had a good friend
Yeah,
named
it was a- hey,
Waterhead Ed
that
from
was a lo-
Morrilton. When I was
a
in
long
Morrilton,
time ago.
there was some oil being changed.
Hey,
Ed
but
stories are epic.
But I'll get that bobblehead doll up there to you guys. I appreciate
All right.
it. Y'all have a great
Thanks,
day.
Ethan. All right, we got to hit a break. It's 10:30 on the nose.
Ooh, I had some nights in Morrilton.
You had some nights in a lot of places if Ed was
Yeah,
tagging along.
That's true, but Morrilton, double dog.
Now you can watch all your favorite Buzz shows streaming live on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. 103.7 The Buzz, your multimedia fun and game station.
This is Sports Center.
With the Super Saturday on the horizon, some top 25 teams got caught looking ahead last night. South Carolina took down number 5 Tennessee on the road at Thompson Bowling Arena, 63-59. Taylon Cooper scores 18 points as South Carolina gets to 18-3 overall on the season. Once again, a 4-point win at Tennessee. Also, Georgia Tech stuns number 3 UNC 74-73 in Atlanta. UNC looking ahead this weekend to a matchup with the Duke Blue Devils. Also the top 25, Marquette gets by Villanova 85-80 in the only ranked versus ranked matchup last night. TCU outlasts number 15 Texas Tech 85-78. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Brandon Moving and Storage has served Central Arkansas since 1965 and continues to provide professional service, local reliability, and community investment. We provide residential and commercial moves, local, national, and international service, commercial warehousing and distribution, unpacking services, and custom packing and crating. Let Central Arkansas's trusted Beacons agent help you with your next move. Brandon Moving and Storage. You make a move, we make it easy.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. To remind us that we're all in this together, listen to the words of German clergyman Martin Niemöller. When Hitler attacked the Jews, I was not a Jew. Therefore, I was not concerned. When Hitler attacked the Catholics, I was not a Catholic. Therefore, I was not concerned. And when Hitler attacked the unions and industrialists, I was not a member of either group and was not concerned. Then, Hitler attacked me and the Protestant church, and there was nobody left to be concerned. Double B's believes that we are all here to help, support, and encourage each other to make Arkansas a better place. Double B's is an Arkansas company that is here to help Arkansans and everyone else. Double B's, it's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
It's trade-in time at Gwatney Chevrolet. Kick off the new year in style and comfort with a 2024 Chevy Equinox. Yours for just $23,999 with a qualifying trade-in. Or the iconic Chevy Silverado. Snag it for under $48,000 with your trade-in. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by and see us at 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville to learn more. We'll see you soon. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You're back in the zone. We're just two schmucks and one exceptional media personality. We'll let you decide who it is. Now, let's see what Justin Acri, DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver are up to now.
.34 in the zone, DJ Williams. The Wizard, Christian Weaver, Justin Acri, joined by Slater Mo Joe on Twitter, Joe Kleine. We're at Corky's Barbecue today. We're still doing...
Get you some wings, man. 75-cent wings.
75-cent wings, DJ. Why don't they just give them away?
75 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta
big
get
meaty
down there.
wings. Big meaty wings.
Fat, meaty.
Blake Clayton still there?
Stinky. Blake's still there.
That's my guy, man.
Yep.
Love Blake.
He says he carried you all, man. He
Carried who?
Carried
God,
CAC.
this guy. His senior year, he played with a back brace and ankle braces. Like, come on now. You know that's not the guy. he probably walks around with ankle braces on, doesn't he? I bet he does. Love him, though. Hey, I got a question. Justin, my lady was talking to me yesterday, talking about guys who go to the league at a high school. She says, why do football guys, why can't they do that? I said, well, they have to wait 3 years at a high school. And that got me thinking, can you name one Razorback athlete that you think could have made the jump from high school to the pros? Football.
From high school?
McFadden would be the only one that would be in the conversation. And even him, I don't.
And then that has us thinking, like, even all of football. Who would be a couple handful of guys that could go from high school?
I think there's certain guys that could. Like Leonard Fournette, I think he could have played in the
Peyton Hillis physically, like when he came out of high school, was a freak.
It's a different breed, though.
Sure, no doubt.
It's a different breed.
Them high school dudes
You're just asking me, guys.
Are big dudes, and they look the
Henry?
part,
Yeah.
but they ain't never been hit.
How much bigger did you go? How much bigger did you get from your freshman year until you were done?
I moved the weight around. As far I was a little fluffier. I moved it around. He laughing at me. I was, man. I was fluff puff, man. But you just grow a different kind of strength, and it's essential in college football. She said, "What's the difference between basketball?" I said, "It's just different. You
No,
know,
it's not physical.
eighth
Doesn't have the
graders,
physicality.
you know, they play with seniors and they're so talented, but no,
the
football's a
physicality.
different breed.
It's like even as big Fournette is.
I don't think so. I think he would get rocked.
But he ain't been hit like that.
No, it's
I
different.
think there's an
You know,
argument.
he ain't been hit like he was going to get hit every play. Not just
by a corner, you know?
I think there's an argument to be made for running backs because the shelf life of their career is so small that maybe they don't have to wait 3 years. But I don't know how you would. How you would
if
enforce
if
that
it's a
rule.
position outside of kicker, I just
True.
I don't know. Maybe a DB that's big and fast and strong, but even then, it's tough. I can't even think of an offensive lineman.
That's a different sport.
Yeah.
That whole sport is. That's
Who's the best offensive
grown
lineman to come
man.
through from freshman year on that was like highly touted? And I mean, I'm just thinking
I'm
Andrews.
sure Sean Andrews was there, but you
the
grow a lot.
Peters,
Jason Peters, he
He's
came
a
in as
tight
a
end,
tight
though.
end. Could he have made the jump from high school? I don't know.
I
That's
mean, he
tough.
wasn't an elite tight end at Arkansas. That's
No,
why he
he was
ended up
just
as a
a big
tackle.
dude, big
Great
dude.
footwork
Yeah.
and ended up as a tackle and maybe a Hall of Famer.
With linemen, it's very
Will be
rare that
Hall
you
of Famer.
start as a freshman. But I think that the guys that do start as a freshman could maybe play some NFL ball.
I mean, receiver, like let's just say, like you're a receiver and you come out of high school and you're 6'3", 215 or 20. I mean, you can play, right? If you can run
in the league.
Yeah, I mean, like
I think the mentality. I mean, because you're going to have to be tough because you're going to go from being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, at whatever
The speed of the game.
to where you're going to have games all of a sudden where you may not catch the ball.
Yeah.
You may not be able to get open against the dude.
Yeah.
How are you going to process?
Well, there's that part of it. We're talking about physically. Can you stand
Well, I mean,
up to
I
it?
think in high school, these guys that stand out receiver, you know, if they have one of those questionable high balls across the middle, they can take that hit in high school. They're not going to get up and going straight to the league. It's different. I think it's unsafe. I think it'd be putting them in harm's way. Yeah.
It is for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are trying to get guys to go straight to the league, so that's okay.
I was just curious
I was just
who
thinking
would.
about like the who's the running back from Oklahoma?
Adrian Peterson.
AP.
Could he have made it?
I mean, that's the only guy. Another guy. that I
Him,
would-
Derrick Henry,
Earl
another
Campbell.
guy.
Earl
Jackson.
Campbell, maybe.
Yeah, Earl Campbell.
Campbell.
You know, I don't know.
Here's my thing.
hard.
You only got 3 years. You might as well get to it.
Might as well.
Now in basketball, we need to institute letting guys go straight. from high
Yeah,
school
exactly.
back.
That's
But
dumb.
when they
Yeah.
institute that, if you go to college, you stay 2 years.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
And here's my thing too. Let's have that other conversation. How many guys could go to the league after 2 years in college? Probably a lot, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. A lot. You
Three
grow,
is just
you,
this, like,
it's a
random
bit-
number.
you just grow so much. You kind of get that man strength in college. that
Well, you
you're not
learn how to
missing.
be. It's basically you're playing like a professional at the collegiate level, right? Because
You're
of the
right.
expectations.
Yeah.
Now it's rare, but guys like Trevor Lawrence, they were like, if he came out this year after his freshman year, he'd be the number 1 overall pick.
Sure.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I saw some hate for Caleb Williams finally. Somebody's talking down about him. Do you think he's going to be number 1?
He's good.
Chicago's got a lot of pressure on him to take him.
I think they're going to take him in trade fields.
Yeah. I would take him. Yeah. He's talented. He's
a freak.
A little cocky,
Well,
but
you
hey,
don't-
that's not the worst thing, right?
I look at that and I go, he's coming into a better situation. They're going to have more talent than Justin did. When I look at Mahomes, why it worked for him is that first of all he went to a team that was 14-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That help?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and,
Nice.
and he got to sit behind a pro and get tutored.
Who was the quarterback when he got there?
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so, and I mean, it was perfect. And then you don't have to pay your quarterback.
Must
you
be
know,
nice.
So you got a good team with a guy on his rookie deal, so you could spread the money around.
Yeah, you just restart the timeline pretty much because
Right.
Justin Fields is going to be up for a contract,
Right,
and
and
you're
see-
going to give him $30 to $40 million
Yeah.
just because that's the market.
Look at Aaron
But
Rodgers.
you get Caleb
Yeah.
Williams, who maybe is just as good, and now that 30-40 million,
Yeah.
a little
Already
over here,
there.
a little over there.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a minute to adjust, regardless how good he is. I mean, not every C.J. Stroud is the anomaly, right? He's the exception, not the rule. And you're going to walk in as a rookie typically and have that much success.
No.
But I do agree, Chicago's got a better. I mean, most people just think they're trash, but I mean, having watched a lot of them this year,
They
they're
got pieces,
for sure. I mean, and they were competitive
and
in a
they
lot
have-
of their games.
They have
When
2
they
top
tra-
5 picks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they
So-
drafted Justin, they had nothing.
Yeah.
They were hot garbage.
Questions of the day recap.
Yes, please do.
In their prime, who are you picking as their quarterback? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? 73% of voters said Tom Brady.
Yes, we do all the obvious picks.
I think we all said Mahomes.
We did. And Clint started it too. How about you, Joseph?
No, I like in this day and age, I like Mahomes. I like the mobile quarterback, the
Yeah.
guy that can I think guys like Brady. I think that's why Brady was so great, is that he could stand in the pocket and do it. I think nowadays with all the athletes that you have defensively and the speed and all that, them guys coming at you, if you can elude and extend plays, and now Brady was good, man.
Well, he was still great a couple years
Brady
ago.
was good at just the little slide in the pocket here and there, but I mean, he couldn't run.
He didn't very often.
He didn't have to because he just knew the game. There's a handful of quarterbacks, Peyton Manning probably the best, slow as molasses, couldn't get to him. I mean, his football IQ of knowing what the defense wanted to do before they did helped him get the ball out early. And I was telling you earlier about Patrick Mahomes, he's getting there. So he has the athletic ability, and I guarantee you later in his career, he won't have to use it as much.
Tom Brady did two things he was perfectly comfortable with that a lot of guys aren't. He's happy to throw it away. He took a sack occasionally as opposed to forcing a ball into a place it didn't need to be. And if you hold on to the ball, even if you punt, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But throwing the ball to the other team's real bad.
Can't do that.
That's no good.
Our other one, well, we had two more. Which of these two broadcast teams would you rather hear call the Super Bowl? Nance and Romo, which we're getting, or Burkhart and Olsen?
Man, I like Olsen.
Everybody does.
Really like Olsen. I mean, I like
Romo too.
Romo too, but I mean, I like Olsen a little better.
65% of voters said Nance and Romo.
I'm with you. He's a Romo guy.
I like Romo though.
I didn't take away from Olsen. He's awesome, but Romo's awesome too.
Well, these are the hard questions. It's like yesterday. It's like I like Mahomes better, but I'm not saying Brady's not great. He is obviously. And then the most important question of the day.
Yes, it's National Croissant Day.
It was
Which
yesterday.
of these
Croissant.
do you like best? Croissant, bagel, English muffin, or toast? Croissant won at 43%.
What should have won was bread roll at Corky's Barbecue, but it wasn't an option.
That is a great one.
Because we're talking about side dishes for like an omelet or a breakfast dish, a breakfast serving.
Out of those four, what was it?
Croissant, English muffin, toast, bagel.
English muffin is the most overrated thing.
Ooh, that's you. That's you.
Overrated.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're big.
Bagel, man. Straight up bagel.
And bagel's the most unhealthy thing on the It's the most unhealthy thing on the earth.
Justin,
don't be scared.
I love bagels too. I love them.
Justin said, "Lucky you're big." It's funny you say that, Justin. We talked about his fighting skills yesterday.
I was hearing about that.
You hear about that?
Yeah.
One not to mess with.
I got two fights in college. One with a guy I didn't know, and one with a guy I knew real well.
So I asked my coworkers today. It stuck with me for a while.
It really bothered you.
So I asked my coworkers at work today. We're all sitting out there in the studio during commercial break, and I said, if somebody gave you $1 million to pick one person in this building that you could for sure beat up, who you picking? All right, who would you pick out of our on-air talent with the buzz?
Everybody on air?
Who you picking? It's a guaranteed win. Beat down.
I think I'm probably the easiest selection.
Just because of the weight.
We taking you down.
I think I'm
the glance to the booth.
I don't know though. Honestly, I don't know if Josh would put up much of a fight. Josh is he's a lovable guy. Josh is a lover. I think Christian's got more of a dog mentality than Josh
you got
does.
a dog in you?
A little bit. You got a little more
but
dog.
I'm also very laid back, and I've never been in a fight because no one dislikes me like that.
So is Josh. I bet Josh nobody's ever punched his face. Even though he has a very punchable face.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Christian would fight a little bit more. Josh, I think, would be like, "Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! Quit!
Fair enough.
Stop!
Christian,
Cops!"
Who would you pick?
Oh, it'd have to be Josh. He's second.
Taking Josh?
We're pretty different. I mean, it's obvious,
enough.
and we don't have like 60 or 70 people like y'all do. So who was the winner over there?
I mean,
I picked Morrissey. I'm taking him out. Yeah, it's
you
easy.
can't pick on the old guy.
He's like
Well, I was
80.
about
It's
to
a
say, really,
guaranteed
the
win.
answer-
Beating up an old legend is a really bad move.
You
I
know,
was gonna say, really, the answer maybe should be Rick. 'Cause
Rick, you taking down Rick?
Oh man,
It's messed up.
nah, dude, I'd still rather fight you. No offense.
You'd feel bad about it.
I'd feel bad about fighting any of you guys.
I think you got to throw Vickery in there somewhere.
He's got a punchable face too. He's had a gun. The fact that Bill has not been beaten up by now by a lot of people is amazing. He's very mean and he's very smart and it's very annoying.
Who? Our question of the day today: who has the worst opening song? The Zone or Out of Bounds? And I messed up tagging you somehow, Justin. So
Okay,
that's out there.
What's Out of Bounds? Is that a
That's
Kendrick
Humble by
Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. It's not my favorite Kendrick. I'll never choose to listen to it because of Out of Bounds. But
It's both an option.
no, Joe, it isn't.
I'm choosing to remember the name here.
You really are?
Yeah.
You think ours is worse?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
That's Justin's jam.
If I could
though.
never hear either song ever again in my life, I would go for that. But
Listen, I will say this to all the listeners out there who have problems with it. I have given.
That's like when I was at UALR, they used to play this dang.
They used to play the song from Coldplay.
Oh my God.
So damn annoying.
which one?
Dun, 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 dun,
Viva
dun,
Vida.
dun,
Oh, I know
dun,
that one.
Oh my God!
Anyway,
I used to walk. I used to walk over there and go, "Will you please?"
it is terrible.
I said, "Can I make a playlist?"
If I may, I told Christian you're welcome to give us an alternate opening for second and third hours on occasion, not every day, but occasionally, just to give it a little mix. And have you done it yet?
I haven't yet.
So if
But
you're
it's
mad
only
at
like a
it,
week.
talk to Christian. This is the guy who says he hates the song, and yet he hasn't done anything. Now, you've been kind of busy doing all the new opens with DJ.
I like this one. This is a good one.
Yeah, OPP?
Yeah. You roll with that.
Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
You got a couple other
bad.
good songs, too.
Okay.
I like them.
Yeah, it's
Feel Me
Hip Hop
Flow.
Parade.
Is that right? Is that what it's called? Feel Me Flow, is that what it's called? Or Feel My Flow or something like that? They had a
I
little...
think Hip Hop Parade maybe.
Hip Hop Parade, that's probably the second most popular for sure. I mean, we were kids and we were singing this. We didn't even know what the hell it was about. And I don't even know what rhymes with cleanest and meanest. I don't even know.
Oh, that's great.
5 letters. I don't know. Never came up in Wordle, I'll tell you that much. What's up, Stan?
Hey, how you doing there, Justin?
Stan, I'm great.
Hey,
How are you?
Big Joe.
Yes, sir.
I was at your place the other day. I go by once a week and get me some of that catfish and
Thank you,
fries.
thank you, Stan.
Hey, DJ, you sound good on radio, brother. We glad to have you aboard, young man.
I appreciate it, Stan. I'm
Hey,
happy
man,
to be here.
You give good input, brother. I like to hear you talk.
I'll take it, man. I'll keep talking then.
Hey, man, I got solutions. Hey, I know y'all gonna look at me funny, but let me say this here. I want to say one thing about that basketball team, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I got the solution. Hey, Justin, I got the solution now, brother.
Talk to me.
Nolan.
What Musselman needs to do? I took a joke.
I thought you were going to say bring back Nolan.
What does he need to do, Stan? We got to hit a break, buddy. Talk to me.
Now, he need to go, listen to me.
I'm
He
listening.
need to go to Nolan and say, Nolan, what I need to do to win a national championship? And how can I create that 40 minutes of hell?
Yeah?
Y'all have a good day. That's what he needs.
I can tell you exactly, exactly what Nolan would tell him. You better go get you some players.
Yeah. Oh,
Better go get you some. What did Johnson say?
You needs use some men.
You need some men. That's right.
He put a plural on it.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah. So use need, and that was because Jerry Tarkanian brilliantly dropped them off at the bottom of the hill where you walked into Barnhill, where all the students were, and they walked into the game through the students.
That's awesome.
And he said by the time they got in the locker room, all the
They're ready.
crap that was being said to them, they're
ready to kill.
Nothing needed to be said.
Nice.
Strong move.
I'll have to ask Todd Day about that when he's in next time. 10:48. We're back in a second. You're in the zone.
Did you know Arch Marine is the kayak leader in Central Arkansas? Right now, get 20% off all feel-free kayaks. All the prices are falling on kayaks this month. Don't forget, we repair ATVs. Your granddaddy trusted Arch Marine, and so can you.
What do Little Rock Baseball and Buzz legend Randy Rainwater have in common? Randy's a Little Rock Baseball alum, and he'll be the special guest at their first pitch banquet presented by Thompson Electric. First pitch banquet will be Friday, February 2nd at 6 o'clock at the Jack Stevens Center. Single tickets are $50, and corporate tables are available for $600. The banquet will include a barbecue meal, a silent auction, and an opportunity to hear from the team and RR himself. Call 501-916-6858. You want to hit? Don't miss the opportunity to get the baseball season started with UA Little Rock Baseball and our own Randy Rainwater.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Do you want more control over your business spending? Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management platform designed to save you time and money. Ramp offers unlimited corporate cards with spend controls you can customize to stop wasteful spending before it happens. Ramp makes expense reports a breeze by automatically collecting receipts and matching them to the right transaction. You'll close your books in hours instead of days. Ramp allows you to see all of your company's spend in one place, so you can make quick, informed decisions about your business finances. Plus, Ramp will share insights based on your spending to help you cut costs. Over 15,000 businesses have added up to 5% to their bottom line with Ramp. You can be one of them. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/sports. Ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
Penny Cobb Burkhalter here, reminding you that Guadney Buick GMC has the best team in town. And with the purchase allowances, cash back, and low rates currently available, upgrading your trade at Guadney is a slam dunk.
Call 501-945-4444. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. Guadney Buick GMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Guadney Buick GMC next to Sam's Club in North Little Rock. With sales, service, and collision, there's no need to drive past us.
It's Howie from Robert Irwin Jewelers. Don't make it difficult this year. Get to Robert Irwin Jewelers and buy her diamonds. Spend $99 or more and get a dozen free roses and a box of chocolates. Bigger, brighter diamonds, free financing, Robert Irwin Jewelers, or online at rijewelers.com while supplies last.
Stacked Commercial Truck and Trailer has 5 service trucks available, providing you on-site service to get you back on the road. If that doesn't do it, Stacked has a new state-of-the-art 13-bay shop for service and repair on all Class A trucks, trailers, RVs, light and medium-duty commercial vehicles, tires, brakes, AC, engine repair, transmissions, differentials, and driveline repair. Stacked Commercial Truck and Trailer Repair. Get Stacked, 2 miles off 530 exit 34 in Whitehall.
Welcome back to The Zone. Justin Acri and Christian Weaver talk about sports because they can't play them. DJ Williams can play them and talk about them.
Play fake, Mallet rolling to his right, has DJ Williams at the 5, fighting for the goal line. Did he get in? Touchdown, Arkansas! DJ Williams.
Now, let's get into The Zone.
Say go DJ, that's my DJ. Say go DJ, 'cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ.
We just have, so many players that have not played, in an SEC true road game like at Missouri. So normally, you look out and maybe a guy like T. Brazil, he can help his teammates out and when he's out on the floor and he can talk about Noah Carter, who's started last year, and he can talk about Sean East, number 55, who started last year, and he can talk about Nick Honor and help, but TB did not practice again today, and so all this personnel stuff we're going through, the way that Missouri plays defensively, jumping passing lanes, press, zone a little bit. There's a lot of things that we've got to prepare our team for leading up to this game.
So
It's your road game. And if you're going to ease into one, Vandy or Missouri ain't bad, but it's still really any SEC opponent for Arkansas right now. Last night, by the way, if you missed it, Tennessee got beat at home by South Carolina, which makes me feel better about Arkansas losing to South Carolina.
Carolina's good, man.
For real.
I had that game, and they are
the Arkansas version, not the Tennessee version.
They are together. I mean, their point guard does his. I mean, it's the old saying, the Belichick thing: do your job.
Mm-hmm.
And they got dudes that come in there and they do their job. And I mean, the thing that they do better than anything is that they're not going to let you get up and down on them. I mean, they get back defensively and wall you off, and they make you play against 5 defensively. It's the old he's an old Wisconsin. He was up there at Wisconsin for 8 years, and he doesn't grunt. He doesn't want to slow the game, but he's not going to let it be a track meet and let you get easy points at the basket. He is a heck of a coach, man.
Their freshman Colin Murray Boyles, is like sneaky one of the better freshmen in the country.
Absolutely.
They're fixing to be ranked in the top 25 next week after that win.
And the big kid that killed us shooting, what was his name?
BJ Mack.
BJ Mack.
Yeah.
He was 15 last night, by the way.
He's good. Also, Joe, it's funny because we talked about this team last week, and you said Connect gives them an element they haven't had because they would put up some offensive stinkers on occasion.
And boom, here we go. They had 31.
He did his part. He had 31. The rest of the team had 28. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Barnes said after the game, he goes, our goal is to hold teams to 69 points. And he said, we did it. He said we missed 10 layups, and he said we missed 8 free throws.
It's hard to win like that. Also last night, number 3 North Carolina goes down on the road at Georgia Tech, 74-73.
Man, Damon Stoudemire, I played with him. He's doing good.
Very impressive. Kansas only beat Oklahoma State by 30 last night. Marquette won on the road. Illinois held serve on the road. Texas Tech, TCU, battle of top 25 teams, and TCU gets a good win at home over the Red Raiders. And Oklahoma got back on track, won at Kansas State last night by 20. So after a tough week for them, they almost fell out of the – I think they were out of one poll maybe, but or at the bottom. And then Ole Miss beat Mississippi State last night in Oxford. That was a great game. And Mississippi State's a tough out, man.
They're a tournament team.
For sure. What about Ole Miss? Ole Miss, I think Lenardi or somebody had them out. Or maybe it was Palm. Had Ole Miss – I don't know how you keep Ole Miss out of the tournament today.
Yeah, I mean, their strength of schedule, non-conference – they beat Memphis State at home. That's pretty much all they got, and so that's
still old school.
Yeah,
Penny Hardaway on that team.
Yeah. Be quiet, Christian. You little. I'll have Justin come in there and beat you up.
What do you call what do you call UTEP? Is that West Texas still, or what do they call them?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Western Texas.
Western Texas.
Yeah.
Texas
no,
Western.
I mean they're.
But I mean they've been competitive in the league. It's not like they're
yeah. You know they.
I think they're 5-2 in conference.
They've lost 3.
Overall?
I think they're 5-3.
Oh, okay, 5.
But they got run at Tennessee. They got beat at LSU pretty handily, and then
what's LSU's chances of making the tournament?
They're sneaky good too. I mean they're besides South Carolina, they're the next team that's kind of
on the rise. Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. If you want to send it in, you can. It's our live fan feedback through our Listen Live button, brought to you by our friends at the Gangster Museum of America. Losing fight, Marcus says, I'm so glad you brought this up, DJ. A definite answer is Josh. He said this morning he was scared of Chuck E. Cheese. He's a definite wuss. Chuck E. Cheese is freaky, dude.
Yeah, his eyes.
But you can't admit that.
And let me throw this one at you. He also said he didn't like Roadhouse, so the kid's got issues.
Wow.
Jacksonville Jake. And I'm telling you, we've had some crazy news come across this thing, and I'm like, that's bull. And it turned out to be true.
Okay,
Been doing this a long time.
Fair enough.
I know Devo personally. Great kid. He will be playing Saturday at LSU.
Oh. I guess we'll find out tomorrow, right?
I guess we will.
Is he supposed to be on the show with us, right?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, so you know already.
But I'd rather he skips the show and shows up Saturday at LSU for
Fair
his
enough.
own sake. But I would love to have him on the show tomorrow, too. Look, he came on and faced the music after he left the team and came back last year.
Who was that, Jake who?
Jacksonville Jake. You know Jacksonville Jake.
Yeah, that guy, right?
Yeah, come on, DJ.
Oh, I'll do research.
Anyway, 10:58, we're up against it. Kevin Kelley's coming up, brought to you by Little Rock Athletic Club. Go by and see our friends at Corky's today, 75-cent wingies.
Hey, Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell and Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell and Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm Hunter Bell at Bell Chevrolet. We know the best part of being in Arkansas is the people. That's why we believe you're not just customers. You're our friends and family. We're determined to go above and beyond to help make things a little easier. And we put in the hours every day so we can take care of our families and you can take care of yours.
We are here for you, Arkansas. Come help us make it even better at Bale. Shop Bale Chevrolet and BaleChevrolet.com today. Find new roads.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday morning. Call Morning Mayhem and let them know how you feel about how they did. One sentence and one sentence only.
1037 The Buzz, your exclusive Razorback headquarters in Central Arkansas. KABC Little Rock.
Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
The Polk County Sheriff's deputy who died last week will be laid to rest this weekend. 49-year-old Sonia Stewart died Thursday at her home. Her funeral will be Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Crossing Church in Mena. Stewart began her law enforcement career in 2010 as a 911 operator. She went on to become a deputy sheriff in 2022 and served as a school resource officer for the Mena School District. She was the daughter of Mena Police Chief Tommy Stewart and his wife Cindy. The Office of the Arkansas Attorney General is launching a new program designed to help identify missing children. The Arkansas Arkansas Child ID program will enlist county sheriff's offices and local schools to give out kits to families of first-grade children. Inside each kit is an inkless fingerprinting kit, a DNA sample collection, a physical description, medical records, and a reference photo. For more news and weather, download our free KATV News and Weather apps. From the Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center
with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
Mostly sunny skies again today. Not quite as warm, though. A high of 59, though, and tonight slowed down to 35. A few more clouds Thursday and Friday with highs in the 60s. Rain moves in, though, for the weekend. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Pickleball, one of the fastest growing games across the country. The Little Rock Athletic Club is opening a new state-of-the-art indoor pickleball facility next month. Play pickleball indoors and be free from the heat, cold, wind, sun, rain, and insects. Pickleball at the Little Rock Athletic Club has observation and lounge areas, flat screens, and it's a family-friendly facility. Join the Little Rock Athletic Club today and save 30% off joining fees with no monthly contracts. LRAC.com for more information. That's LRAC.com.
Rock out with the only American-style sushi experience.
I want some rock and roll sushi.
Founded on great food and rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Rock and roll sushi. Deliciously twisted flavors and a rock and roll vibe that'll blow your mind. We got hibachi, too. Chicken, shrimp, filet, lobster, grilled vegetables, savory fried rice, and super salad. Rock and roll sushi for lunch or dinner. rockandrollsushi.com.
Now with 5 locations in Central Arkansas.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-220-6697 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-220-6697. That's 800-220-6697. What do you have to lose? Call 800-220-6697. Again, 800-220-6697.
Guys, it's a new year, baby. It's 2024. Low T Center can make it a great one. If you've been feeling tired and grumpy, you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels tested. They make it quick. They make it easy to get all your levels checked, and it's only $25. And with their on-site lab, you'll get results back in about 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters. It's a company I've used for years for many projects, inside and outside over the years, and soon you'll be able to say the same, and you'll be happy that you can. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, but CertaPro does. They'll walk you through the process, help you pick out exactly the right color paint for whatever room you're trying to redo, and they're going to leave behind a beautiful, clean project. You won't even know they were there other than the project being done, and your wall's looking great. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated, so get them on the case as soon as possible. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. After the stirring words reminding us that there is a time for everything, in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, the teacher adds, I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. When we take this advice to heart, then we are truly ready to enjoy life's rich pageant. Be happy, count your blessings, and do good while you can. Make the most of the time you are given and do your part in making the world a better place. Double B's is here for you. When you're in a hurry, you can pay at the pump with your Exxon or Phillips 66 mobile apps at all stores. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's double B's.
Great Wednesday edition of Morning Mayhem is in the books. Thursday, Roger, Baz, and Justin are back. Joe Kleine is in studio discussing a Hog game last night against Missouri. Also, Melinda Mayo stops by to talk weather and more coming up on Thursday's edition of Morning Mayhem.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
It is 11:07, and because you might hate our song more than the Out of Bounds song, I didn't want it to play more than a minute. Joe Kleine is here, courtesy of Corky's Barbecue. DJ Williams is here, courtesy of, well,
I'm America now. Yeah, America. I'm here. I'm part of it now. We're in it.
I don't want to say we got you on loan from KRK because you're your own man. You are your own corporation.
Yeah.
DJ Williams Inc.
I'll take it. Yeah, it sounds good, right?
But it's just the beginning.
All right, fair enough.
The upside for DJ is so great, and I can't wait to see where he is in 5 or 10 years. He may own and run his own radio and TV stations by then. Who knows? He's got all kinds of upside.
He'll be doing nightly news, man.
Lester Holt.
I don't see him in that role.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You can't box that personality in. He's got to have freedom. That's why I think a morning show is great for you on KRK because you get to have a little latitude.
Yeah, well, not so much nightly news.
Yeah. They don't even let you have longitude on nightly news.
Oh, no.
I mean, listen, Bob Clausen.
He can sleep till 8.
Bob Clausen's a home run hitter in that format, but not everybody can do that. You know what I mean?
There's only so many Bobs out there, if not any.
Boy, there aren't many.
There's not, man.
That dude is stuck with the game. Like, when I was an up-and-coming reporter, like, Bob was, like, legit really
Same
good.
Bob?
Yeah. Different Bob. He's much more conservative Bob now.
Okay.
He was fun single Bob.
Bob's awesome.
Now he's fun old married Bob.
One of my first times out with Bob, it was after we emceed an event. We go to the Capitol across the street from, what's that, the Doubletree now? Or what, Marriott?
Yeah, Capitol Bar.
Yeah, Capitol Bar.
Yeah.
I go in first. They said, we're going to try to get you situated. We're packed. Don't have a spot. Bob comes in, does one of these little numbers, Somebody runs out the back. They moved people aside, got us the table, sat right down, and they brought his drink out. He didn't even ask. I was like, wow.
You know you're a badass when you don't even have to utter the phrase, "Do you know who I am?" That's how you know you made
That's it,
And Bob Clausen was that guy.
He's that
guy.
guy.
I will tell you a story in the break that I would not ever repeat on air.
Fair enough.
But it is a good one, and I will get to it. My buddy Mike has sent me a note. I have not had a chance to catch your new show, but I'm working on stuff in my office, and I figured out I can see your show on YouTube.
Yes.
It seems like y'all have good chemistry. I'm assuming he's talking about us.
I mean, if he's watching Joe and I on these cameras laughing, there's not audio, but they can see us, right? It was an interesting conversation we just had.
Hey, I've always said every time I'm up here, the conversations during the commercials.
So much better. XM radio someday, buddy, but for now we love the terrestrial. Today is a BYOB day, and unfortunately, and hopefully Joe. I thought Joe would for sure welcome you into the fold.
I'm bringing it this morning.
You just wait until I'm not here?
Yeah, you got a game next week, I think.
Yeah, I'll be out of town.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Just bring it up next week.
Tell me what you want, DJ.
Like that? You just bring it. I'll take it. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Can't miss there.
I believe it's the great musical philosopher Taylor Swift who once said, "Haters gonna hate."
Is that it?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't like me.
Went
That's
there,
all right.
huh?
He hated me when I was with Wes. He hates me with you. Didn't like me with Pat.
Yeah.
That's cool, Joe.
Well,
consistent though.
Yeah,
There's a lot to be said
That's
about
true. You know what?
consistency.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's
You
why
know, I don't bring you high and low. I mean, I come in hating.
That's why you've been married for how long?
That's my wife's philosophy.
Yeah, and why I'm
towards me.
Me. Exactly. All right, we got Coach Kelley coming up in a minute. Let's get to the Red White Report. It's brought to you by Big O Tires.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Big O Tires.
See?
With locations in Conway on Harkrider and in Cabot on Prospect Court. Big O Tires offers an endless selection of wheel and tire combinations. Big O Tires. They have everything you need to fit your budget and style.
Welcome back to the Buzz. This is
Sorry, I forgot
Justin.
a story. Woo! It's all about softball.
You all right, man? You okay?
Softball team's going to be good. I want to talk about them. Arkansas women play tomorrow. Oh, the Hog basketball team's on tonight, too.
Okay. Yeah.
Sidebar.
Yeah, sidebar.
Okay. Hey, softball team is getting some love. 11 games on the ESPN family of networks, and they're a top 15 team. Let's go.
Hey, here we go.
Yep, ranked 12th. Just got that news. Also, Hagen Smith, All-American Joe. And if Corky's would like to sponsor his appearances in the zone, he's available. Just saying.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 16 in the USA Today coaches poll, and number 12 in another. Arkansas top 20 ranking. And 12 from ESPN, 8th, and 18th from Softball America and D1 Softball, respectively. So happy to see them getting love. Obviously, the baseball team is highly thought of, one of the betting favorites at Oaklawn, in case you're interested, Joe. And, basketball tonight. Looking forward to it, I think. How many Missouri games have you done?
None yet.
Okay. And you're not doing this one?
No.
Hi, Coach Kelley. Make yourself at home. That's DJ Williams.
What's up, Coach?
Kevin Kelley. Did you play against him when he was a coach?
Oh, yeah. I think only maybe 1-1. Lost the rest. Jesse Gates quarterback with us one year. I think that was it.
State title year?
That
was a good year.
Yeah, we won state. I think y'all won state that year, Coach.
Who's your receiver that went to Harding and played basketball?
Trent Morgan.
Yeah, Trent Morgan.
Yeah, he played running back. He's now the coach at PA.
I love Timo.
Yeah, basketball coach.
Yep.
Great
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Should I sit over there?
Whoa, really? You're really that bad out of shape? Come on, Coach. It's all right. It's okay. You got over on most everybody more than they got over on you. Anyway, 61st meeting between Arkansas and Missouri tonight, and the first of 2 this season. So if Arkansas is going to start getting SEC wins to add to the one that they have, now might be the time. Here's Muss on the takeaways after watching film in Arkansas's last game, which, of course, came against Kentucky.
What's up, man?
35 minutes of play. That game was there for either team. They made some threes, down the stretch. We turned the ball over and didn't get a shot on goal. Really the difference of the game. Very few possessions, can turn a close game, and that's really what happened because, again, I've watched that thing multiple times, and probably our best defensive effort, to be honest with you, of the whole year. Thought we did a really good job controlling tempo against, the number one offensive team in the nation. And I thought our crowd had an impact, too. I thought, when you play in a full building like that, that's worth some points as well.
Okay, 7:30 tip tonight, pregame on the Buzz right after Drive Time Sports at 7 o'clock. It really dovetails nicely, you might say. Great segue from Randy and Rick right into the pregame show. And then, of course, the Gwatney Automotive postgame show, Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC, with Josh and his punchable face and Wes and his 6'4" frame live from Walk-Ons tonight. So if you're watching, think of a place to watch the game tonight, you want to go have a bite to eat and a cold beverage. I'm telling you, best spinach dip on earth.
Ooh.
Pop out to Walk-Ons in West Little Rock. They'll be over there doing the show live today. A couple things here before we welcome in Coach official. I guess I can play your open, Coach. So I like to get your open on before you start chit-chatting, but we can barely hold you down because you're chomping at the bit when you roll up in here, and I love that about you.
Kevin Kelley dominated high school football in Arkansas, winning 9 state titles in 18 years at Pulaski Academy. He's now turning his attention to dominating the airwaves on the zone. He's brought to you by the Little Rock Athletic Club, who's currently building a state-of-the-art indoor pickleball facility. Little Rock Athletic Club. No contracts and save 30% off joining fees.
All right, Coach, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? Let me get your mic on. You sat in a different spot. Threw me off. It's okay. What's up?
I like a new spot.
Yeah, it's good. You like it over there?
I'm in Wes's old spot.
Yeah, kind of. He was like...
Yeah, Wes stands.
He does stand.
The whole time?
I'm also standing.
He stood almost the
Do
whole
you
time.
always stand?
I'm up and down.
Okay, you're up and down.
I'm
Okay.
going to go up and down, too.
Fair enough. You are? Okay.
I haven't, but I'm going to go up and down now.
What'd you say?
Yeah, now you are.
100 calories an hour just standing.
It does. It's better, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a very sedentary lifestyle we do in radio. And I've already been in the gym, busted out a
Nice.
couple hours worth, working on my boxing skills.
A couple of hours?
No, hour and a half, maybe.
No.
I had a long day
What'd
today.
you do today?
Today was chest and tris and
bench?
cardio. I did dumbbell incline, and then I did a few machines and
45s?
cables. Hilarious.
I'm into dumbbells now.
I said chest, not curls, sir.
Oh, is that it? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't 45 curl either, though. But no, I was like, I get around 90 at the last set.
On the dumbbell?
Yeah, that's right.
Incline?
Yes.
I got to see that.
He's a strong man.
I got to see it.
Look, he's got tree trunks growing out of his
DJ,
I gotta see it.
I'm 100. I got old man strength, and my muscles are short because
He
I'm
was
4 feet tall.
When
Not
I
a
started
lot of range,
When I
right?
started coming here a year ago, he looked really good, and his belly was slim, and he was big up top.
Oh man,
had kind of
Hey, fat ass.
had the V shape, had the
Is that
V
it?
shape
Yeah,
going.
okay.
Yeah.
And then?
Well, he's still big up top.
Yeah.
Good big chest, good arms.
Okay, yeah.
He's my motivator. Listen, we talked about like too much praise and criticism. This guy's always going to keep me on the level.
He fills your cup?
Yeah, he's like, man, your arms look good, you fat son of a... Anyway, it's cool. Listen, between this guy in one ear and this guy in the other ear, I'm always going to be steady. Don't worry about me. Okay, so Zach says it's not so much the intro song stinks. It does. But that we hear it 3 times a day every day. Not to mention if it's not the whole song, it's a good chunk. I turn the radio off at the top of the hour. Joke's on you, bro. We don't know them until 6 after. Switch it up for the last 2 hours at least for your fan sanity, I beg. Christian, that's on you, baby. You got it. I believe in you. It's going to happen. Don't worry.
Every day?
Yeah, I mean, I think you mix a couple in, like maybe 1 hour a week or 1 hour a day, rather. Maybe just a second hour, third hour, whatever. I don't know who would fight, but I do know who I wouldn't fight. Chihuahua Moore. Chihuahua?
Who's that?
I don't know. Wes is a lover, not a fighter, too, but he's long, and I've seen him hit a golf ball.
I feel like Wes could hold his own.
I think so, too. He's got the reach advantage, and he's if he can compress a golf ball the way he could compress someone's face, he'd be in big trouble.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, DJ wasn't impressed by his golf
gonna hit
game,
it.
so-
Yeah, I would say it's. I told you I went golfing with Wes. He has all the stuff.
He hits it a long way.
Thought he would have been a little better.
But he does.
It's just. I'm just saying.
He's killing everybody.
Wes is not. Poor guy's not here to defend himself.
No.
Yeah.
He can
He's
listen.
way better than me, no doubt about it.
But he does hit it a long way. That's not arguable.
It's like the guy in basketball and warm-ups you just see jump out doing all that stuff and
can't make a chest pass.
Tough.
Let me tell you what I see at the level that we're at more often than not, isn't this the craziest thing? 7-footers who can't play at all.
It's wild, right?
Wild.
Yeah. They're out there,
I've seen 5 7-footers this year that can't play a lick.
They're out there.
And I'm like, man, what a waste of 7 feet.
In their defense, it's kind of hard to catch up with. I mean, your brain sent an impulse out to your hand. It's like
Joe
7
makes it
feet
look
away.
easy.
Anyway, a lot of those guys they don't like. I was playing. I couldn't remember not playing out on the blacktop and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah. They don't
was-
do that anymore.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't. So and then I was a good basketball player, and then I grew.
Yeah.
I grew more.
Yeah. So you had skill. You played as a forward or a skill guy, and then you kind of got big and became a post player.
Well, we would just play one-on-one, and because that's all we had to do.
At the house, just with your brothers, right?
No, down on the blacktop. I was the only white guy there.
Oh yeah.
And Slater?
Slater Mo.
I've never been a Slater. I didn't know what the
Used to sit down
demographic
and
makeup
sit
was.
around, and that's where I learned how to drink Miller Ponies. Learned about Parliament, Funkadelic.
Slater sounds like the
Bootsy
whitest town in
Collins,
America, but you're telling me that's not the case?
Cameo, Confunction.
You guys had a good demographic breakdown in Slater, you tell me.
Yeah. No, it was.
I like that.
You know what your odds of making the NBA if you're 7 foot taller?
Better than if you're from Slater, Missouri, I can tell you that much.
1 in 6.
Okay. Well, if you're from Slater, it's like 1 in a billion, so there you go. Hey, DJ, this is a great question. DJ is already figuring out the radio thing. He's like, throw out random questions like, who would you fight in your office space?
Who's a guaranteed win,
DJ, how hard was the first hit you took in the NFL compared to getting hit in college?
First hard hit would have been Charlie Pepra, safety from Alabama, who was at Green Bay with me. I remember it, and it was in practice. A non-full contact drill.
According to you, at least.
Oh, yeah. We had pads on. You don't take them down. I remember catching across the middle from Aaron. Felt good. And I hear somebody say, don't cut back. I heard him. Clear as day. I'm like, all right, let me show out a little bit. I cut back. Bad move. That hurt. I felt that one. Felt that one pretty good.
How about college? Remember your welcome to college moment?
It wasn't really till my senior year. Dante Hightower, Alabama. He caught me.
Alabama guys.
That's a good one.
He caught me across the middle. We were decent then, and I got up. I said it was clear. One of those. Ooh, called him soft. Said that, but I went back to the huddle. It was tough. Yeah, I had to catch my breath there for a second. But the hardest I've ever been hit, high school, Kevin Sullivan. Don't even know who he is, right? About this tall. We had a drill. Hitting drills.
This is radio.
What were we doing back in the day?
It
was when Coach Perry was there, and he had us 20 yards apart.
This is a practice event?
In practice.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it was a hitting drill. 20 yards apart.
Oklahoma drill?
And we ran. One had a ball. One was just tackling. We just ran like this. It was miserable.
DJ's radio.
Yeah, I went. Sorry.
You didn't on the TV. You were working right into the cam, but for those listening.
The perks for the people who watch on YouTube got to see that.
Okay.
But, yeah, I went to the hospital after that. Yeah, I had some issues, yeah. Had some memory loss issues. I couldn't stop vomiting. It was bad. Yeah.
That's a back concussion.
Were y'all running full speed?
Full speed. It was just a hitting drill.
What were we doing?
We had to do it twice. Yeah, I don't even remember the second one.
It wasn't called the Oklahoma drill. It was called.
No, that's just called a kamikaze drill.
That was it.
It's a kamikaze drill.
That was it.
Go hit each other and see who dies.
This person says.
See who gets up.
Yeah. If anybody gets up, you win.
Chihuahua more, Justin more, not Wes more, they said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to fight Justin because he's wiry and scrappy.
I could see that.
But I would rather fight him than Wes.
Justin would bite your kneecaps.
Yeah.
For me, literally.
Detroit Lion style.
This guy says, your song sucks, but it's yours, so it's tolerable. Wow, that's really sweet. We were talking about coach. We were talking about players that could go from high school to the pros.
Football. Like, is there anyone out there you can think of?
This person mentioned Bo Jackson. Somebody said Brandon Burlsworth, and Brandon Burlsworth wasn't even ready to go to Arkansas when he went to Arkansas.
Wasn't even on scholarship.
After walking in being in and out of there for 7 or 8 years, I don't know how. It's different than basketball.
It's a lot.
I don't know how anybody. I've never seen anybody.
I mean, we were throwing out names like, Calvin Johnson, big receiver, Earl Campbell, Adrian Peterson, but even then, we still don't know.
I'm trying to think of the most physical specimens to come out of Arkansas that
Somebody
don't
said
play
Shabazz.
a physical spot like Traylon Burks. In high school, he still looked like a grown man, but it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
It's different.
I remember being at the championship game. My son was with me, and I go, that kid's the same age as you, because Parker was a sophomore at the time, and he's like, that guy there?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that dude's a
who
sophomore.
was the dude from Hope that was the all everything?
McTelvin, Agim, or whatever.
Agim.
He wasn't. We played
But
him.
I remember them talking
then.
about
We
him.
put him out of the playoffs his last game as a high school person because we were in the playoffs. He wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I remember them talking like he was.
That's why,
they throw him in at running back and stuff.
They like to compare and contrast sports rules and stuff like that. And basketball was the 1 year removed. You could go to the NBA, but football was always 3 years removed. And nobody's ever brought that up. Said, man, we need to get that down to 1 year.
Nobody.
For a reason.
Yeah, good reason.
That's a good proof right there.
We were talking earlier, though, 3's a little arbitrary because there are guys after 2 years that are ready.
Ndamukong Suh.
Well,
somebody like that.
I really think they did it in 3 because those guys can graduate in 3.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Because of summer and all that. A lot of them do graduate in 3.
Yeah. I mean, in baseball, it's like a lot of those guys go pro initially, so it's like, okay, you know what you're doing. You're either going to go or you're going to wait your 3 years.
Right.
This person had a great one. We talked about being concussed. Let's talk about can cuss. Have you ever had a coach that can cuss better than Bobby Petrino? This person wants to know.
Ooh.
Reggie Herring is pretty impressive. The things it wasn't towards me. The things he would say to his defense back in the day, it was. We laugh at it now, but back then we were just like, oh my goodness, I can't say it on air. I'll tell you in break, but it's almost like he had a notebook of what he wanted to say for guys who didn't know how to line up in an A gap. It was impressive.
Now you're saying it was a lot of cuss words, or it was actually it fit the narrative?
Oh, it fit it. It was amazing.
There's a lot of guys that cuss and don't. Their narrative.
He would be so visual with what he would say, and then when we imagine it in our head, we're just like, how does he even think of that stuff? So it's pretty impressive. But besides Bobby, when I played there, Paul Petrino, I would say they're about the same back then. Yeah. I'd say they're about the same.
This guy just sent me a picture of Bo Scarborough. When
he looks like a dude, right?
Yeah, he's got guns of steel. That's
He's
impressive.
not even really playing now in the NFL.
But he looks the part.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not. Yeah, but if you look, it was still baby face.
Oh, yeah.
I would think maybe Did you ever look at the stats on God, what's the running back for?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry in
his high school stats are so dumb.
Like 400 yards a game and like 9 million times. I would like to see if he was there. If he was
not like that.
No.
Peyton was trucking people, but he wasn't like
Derrick
that.
Henry's was. You ought to see the list of his senior year.
No,
stats.
he has like 700
game by
touchdowns.
game. The game by no,
This is crazy.
No, the game by game was like 400 yards, 500 yards in a game.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And everybody knew he was getting the ball.
Yeah. Who was he playing against, though? Little guys, right?
Dude, he looks like that in the NFL half the time now.
He does.
Like, come on.
True.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I remember watching, the first time I saw him was in a bowl game. I was in Mobile at the A-State bowl game, and the Alabama bowl game was on TV. It was they weren't in the national championship or anything. And I'm like, who is this dude? Like, I had not seen him play before, and he was just murdering dudes.
They've got a defensive end playing running back.
Yeah.
Oh, he's freaky.
Him and Sean Oakman are the biggest physical specimens. I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was ridiculous.
I'm same age as DJ. I think we were the last generation that had to partake in full-out hitting drills like that. It was miserable for me being one of the slim guys on the team, this person says. That's Randall.
I would say it's a little necessary. You find out who really wants to play football or not, but there's a line, right? I don't know.
There's a line.
Yeah, there's a line.
There's a
Yeah,
line.
that
That
drill-
line has moved, too, over the
I
years.
think when it comes to football drills, they at least, because there was that drill I told you about where we're 20 yards apart. There was 4 other people involved in this drill. They were essentially doing the same thing, just no one had a ball. So they're just running in and hitting each other.
That's like you do with 5-year-olds
Yeah,
at
I
first,
don't
except
get
for you
it.
put them
Yeah.
like 2 yards apart and say, y'all go run
Yeah.
into each other.
Oh, it's miserable.
We got to hit a break. Rebecca's on, and then we got Michael Felder for a second. We really didn't even talk about anything yet, but I do need to talk about the Super Bowl. Also, we had, who was it that was getting, it was C.J. Stroud, where they edited out his God comment at the beginning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, Brock Purdy was kind of doing a little Bible beating the other day at his press conference, too, and it was I think it was the opposite of off-putting. I thought it was a very welcoming way for those who were like, okay, let me have separation of football and church.
Okay.
I thought he was pretty good, so I got a little comment from that. You may think what you think about his football ability and what his potential is to win a Super Bowl, but I thought he was pretty good about it. He's just like, for me, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And I liked it, so we'll hear from him because I can. Rebecca, what's up?
A couple things. Yesterday you said it was the guys on Morning Mayhem who did away with the Babe bracket. If I remember, they were getting heat nationwide. Plus, it didn't help that DJ's former station manager, Austin Kellerman, started pressuring y'all.
That's right.
And that was funny to me because at that time there was no one at Channel 4 who was less than a size 4 or 6, it looked like. But anyway, Coach Kelley, did you enjoy that game?
Coach Kelley can't speak right
the
now.
Detroit 49ers game was fantastic.
You know, the game that you said my team would not win.
They're not going to win. They're not going to win the Super Bowl for sure,
double
Rebecca.
down, huh?
Stamp it. Just book
saying
it.
that.
Hey, I will say that they were the better team, no question about it. Mahomes did the Mahomes thing. Although you score 17 against Frisco, it's not happening. You're not winning.
They're going to
Well, you're right, but they will. They have a better. They also have a better.
They're going to need
defense.
44.
No, that ain't.
They're going to like
I'll take all you want bet on that one. I'll load up I'll go out to the Corky's Learjet, fly to Sweden.
You better be careful. You better be
go
careful.
to Sweden and get into my
Kansas City's the 20th
account.
my offshore account and bring it back.
Kansas City is the 4th worst defense in the NFL running between the tackles, and the Niners are going to run it until they can't stop them, which is going to be the first
Ravens were going to run it too, and they didn't.
The Ravens didn't run it because they were idiots. Todd Monken went brain dead.
Yes.
Brain dead.
Speaking of a guy who can cuss, he said like 9 cuss words in an interview on the Buzz one time, and it was
Who was this?
Todd Monken.
Okay.
When he was his last year at Georgia, it was hilarious.
Was he on delay?
Yeah, we didn't even believe him. We were just like,
Okay.
cool,
Let it go.
roll with it. Couple S words. I think maybe threw an F bomb. We were just like, yeah, cool, hilarious. Sorry,
Hey,
FCC.
Coach, you don't think Spags, if Spags is going to have enough time? You don't think Spags is going to think of that?
Yeah.
He's gonna be
It
ready.
doesn't matter what
We
he
got a
thinks of.
better-
They haven't stopped anybody all year in the run, but luckily,
The Ravens stopped themselves.
the Ravens stopped themselves, yeah.
But we
And the
have the
49ers, the impressive thing about the 49ers was they were playing the number 1 run defense in Detroit. And in the first half, they averaged 2.3 yards a carry and kept running it. Okay, now I wouldn't have done that. They kept running it, and it started happening. They're not going against one anymore.
Well,
They're going against 28.
No.
I can't wait. Now,
we will run the ball on
if
them.
they win,
we will
Rebecca,
run the ball on them, but just like we ran the ball on
you will not
Buffalo.
run the ball on them. You will not, because
Well,
y'all don't run
gonna-
outside zone.
we weren't
They're only
gonna-
bad at
we
outside
weren't going
zone.
to run it on Baltimore either, and we weren't going to run it on Buffalo. We couldn't run it on them either, and we did.
Buffalo was playing with me and DJ at linebacker.
Whatever. It's always
There's
there's always something. Who's now who's hurt on San Francisco?
Okay.
How can we load this up?
I'm
where-
open
on
for a
this?
side bet with Joe.
Let me
and
ask you
I'll
on
side
the
bet
game.
you all day.
Let me ask you.
44. Like I said,
I'm not betting 44.
Give me a week.
I can get plus
Give me a week
5,000
so I
odds
can
on that.
give me a week so I can cash in my mutual funds and all that.
Let me ask you one thing. How much does the defensive lineman, their pass rusher being out, affect your thoughts on the Chiefs? Because you already don't believe in them. Does that have any bearing at all?
Who's out?
Their D linemen.
Not Chris Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Jones is out.
No.
Oh,
The other one.
Well, say if he's out,
Menekue.
I'm back to the 44 if he's out.
Listen to Rebecca. She knows.
Menekue.
He's
who's out.
Nobody even knows who that guy is. It
He's
doesn't
a
affect, that
good
doesn't
player.
affect them at all.
He's a good complimentary.
He had like
He's
7
a good-
sacks.
No. I mean, he could play, but I mean, I'm just saying that's not the guy they got to worry about. I mean, that's not the guy.
No, Chris Jones is playing.
That's the guy.
That's why Sanford's in trouble.
That's the only one they got to worry about. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
He's a
Justin,
dude.
I have another question.
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
This year, are you going to do what you did 2 years ago and make it the zone question of the day like you did 2 years ago?
What was
Which
that?
team do you want to lose more because of its fans? Chiefs because of Rebecca, or the 49ers because of 49ers
Forgot
John?
about that. That's right. We did do that. You know what? Yeah, I imagine we will. You're going to lose again. Anyway, Rebecca, I appreciate you, though, and I'm rooting for your team and Brock Purdy.
Thank you.
I hope Brock
Bye-bye.
Purdy throws
Love
for
the show.
700
Bye-bye.
yards and Kansas City wins.
She does her research.
No,
You know how
she's
long
hard
ago that
Chiefs.
was? She knew
Don't
Austin
talk-
Kellerman?
I'm like, I don't know what we did 2 years ago. Oh, the Bay bracket? Yeah. that
How
was
did she
old
know that? She researched yesterday.
She's a
after,
good
huh?
Buzz listener. That's
Okay,
no
yeah,
doubt.
that's
The
awesome.
only reason I'll be happy if the Chiefs wins for Joe and Rebecca. That's the
Here's the thing about the Bay bracket
No,
to
it's
me.
gonna. We got all. It's gonna be a. You know what to beat them.
And
It's
Andy
gonna
Reid.
be-
I love Andy Reid. Love Andy Reid. He's a great football
They're
coach.
the
about
most
the Bay bracket
complete.
later.
They're the
Fair
most
enough.
complete team we played by far.
It's 2 shows.
Yeah.
going
Oh
on.
yeah.
It's not even close.
Well, these are the two.
Yeah,
Right? It
but I
ended up
think
like it's
they're.
supposed
I
to.
think they're a little better. Good night.
Slim Chickens of Central Arkansas presents Rollin' with Nolan on Drive Time Sports with Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer every Thursday at 6 on 103.7 The Buzz.
This is Sports Center.
Jonathan Wasserman of Bleacher Report released his latest two-round 2024 NBA mock draft yesterday. Arkansas forward Trevor Brazile has fallen all the way to being projected to go 54th overall after being projected to go 14th overall as recently as December 7th of 2023. Brazile's production from last year to this year is not that far off, but it seems to have stalled, causing him to fall down draft boards. North Little Rock native Kelley Ware is projected to go 25th overall. He's had a solid season at Indiana, averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks on good efficiency. Last night, Ware had 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the Hoosiers' 74-68 win over the Iowa Hawkeyes. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
For those who push the boundaries and know no barriers, the wake up at nooners and dessert before dinner eaters, the jackpot dancers and sequined pantsers, the risk takers and heartbreakers, the hapless, the rogue, and the hopeless romantics. Our time has come. Play bold at the new Southland Casino Hotel, the Mid-South's premier gaming destination. Plan your stay at southlandcasino.com.
Quality Outdoor Products in Alexander, your metal roofing superstore, has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or call Cal at 501-455-0240 about a new carport, metal building, or metal roofing supplies.
Guys, it's the new year, baby. It's 2024. Low T Center can make it a great one. If you've been feeling tired and grumpy, you've noticed a lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels tested. They make it quick. They make it easy to get all your levels checked, and it's only $25. And with their on-site lab, You'll get results back in about 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a night of heart-pounding action. Pinnacle Fight Night, where warriors become legends. On February 3rd, experience the thrill of professional boxing as top fighters Carlos Nava, 10-0 with 6 knockouts, and Thomas Candyman Blair, 7-0 with 3 knockouts, defend their perfect records at the Maumelle Event Center as fighters from around the U.S. compete for victory. Don't miss the chance to be a part of history. Tickets are selling fast, so grab yours today at Eventbrite. Pinnacle Fight Night, where legends are made.
Too busy to call into the show? Text us on the Southern Structural Solutions text line at 501-661-1037. Or message us on the Gangster Museum of America and Hattery live fan feedback. Now, back in the zone.
This Saturday, it's a huge day at Oaklawn. The Southwest Stakes, they put it on hold, but baby, worth the wait. You better believe it. It's the grade 3. It's $800,000. 3-year-olds over a mile and a 16th to get the Martha Washington for $250,000. King Cotton Stakes and the American Beauty also being run this very weekend. There's also a great stakes race on Friday. The Azeri, that's $250,000 too for 4-year-olds and up. Fillies and mares. You gotta like the older fillies and mares. They really get around quick. Mile and a 16th. Lots of fun to be had at Oaklawn this weekend. Also, there's some live music coming up. You got 38 Special. Better Than Ezra's coming down the road. You can go to oaklawn.com for details. Book yourself a room. Get a spa treatment because you deserve it. You work hard for a living. And, of course, the sports book is open for all the wagering options tonight. The Oaklawn line, Missouri -5, which I thought was a little healthy, but I don't have a lot of faith in Arkansas right now. So,
it's tough.
I'll tell you in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, that's what it was when I looked at it last night. Also, you got Florida and not Tennessee, Florida and who are they playing tonight? Kentucky. Florida's at Kentucky tonight. I kind of like Kentucky tonight. By the way, those are the second and third highest scoring teams in the SEC behind Alabama, I believe. And so should be a high scoring affair. I think the over-under is around 170.
Nice.
So, yeah, lots of points. You like points?
I do.
Tonight's your night in that game, so tune in. Arkansas, of course, is at 7:30. But you can get your wagers in at Oaklawn. Oaklawn Sports, oaklawn.com, and bet.oaklawn.com if you want to get in on the horse racing. Michael Felder coming up in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Kevin Kelley is here. Thanks to the Little Rock Athletic Club coach. You've been getting your pumps in over there and your pickleballing?
A little bit of everything over there, yeah. Now, unfortunately, now I'm eating there some. They've got a nice little restaurant.
The blue court or something like that.
You
Yeah,
go in
nice.
there and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be eating here. I'm supposed to be burning calories. But it's good food. So
DJ and I had a meeting over there, and he was eating a smoothie or something.
It
Or
was,
a bowl? Get a bowl.
No, it was a smoothie. Frank the Tank. Frank's
Eat a
Frank's
smoothie
special
or do you
little
drink
movie.
a smoothie?
What?
Do you eat a smoothie?
Look at
or
him.
do
He's
you
coming
drink a
for you
smoothie?
right now.
Drink a smoothie, but I can't remember if he had a smoothie or a bowl because I didn't have anything.
It was a smoothie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It is
Really
good. Everything there is, honestly.
That was where we got the deal done.
Honestly,
That is. That's
everything
where
there is good.
Got
We're
I
all
mean,
down.
the food's good, the workout's good, the courts are great, everything's great.
Do you pickle?
I do. We talked about Trent Morgan for his parents for a nice little Christmas gift for the whole family. Put a pickleball court in his backyard. So I'm pickling. Yeah, it ain't bad,
Really?
right? Backyard.
That's a nice Christmas gift.
Yeah,
Can I get
it ain't
like
bad,
a real
right?
hard court?
They pour the concrete. It took about 2 weeks to get it all done, but it's the real deal. Backyard.
Where does he live?
I'm off of Taylor Loop. He's right across the street from me. So when you come over, when I make you some pasta, we can play a little pickleball.
There's a guy across
Wow.
the street from me, or a gal, I don't know, family across the street, and they've got a pickleball. I don't know if it's a full setup or like a half court, but I hear them over there playing.
You hear 'em.
And I've never ventured over to
Get
be
over
like,
there.
yo.
Yeah, get over
But,
there.
Yeah, I
You
pickle
got to get
poorly.
into it. All the pro and ex-pro athletes are playing
No,
it.
it's
Love
fun.
it.
It is fun. I say that, and I know they got that going up over there at the Little Rock Athletic Club. It looks amazing. Every time I drive by it, I know Greg has a lot to do with that. So I got out there, played a little bit, pretty good. I'm also picking up tennis lately, Not very good.
When that starts getting on your knees and stuff,
Then you go pickle.
then you go pickleball. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Let's get out. We need to do some of that. Coach Kelley is the one that introduced me to the game, and I've been mad at him ever since. It is very addictive.
It is fun.
Yeah, it is great. Michael Felder standing by. Michael's been running a lot. I don't know if he pickles, but Michael's been running a lot. He's joining us on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. Mr. Felder, what do you say?
I don't pickle. I'm not doing it. No, not for me.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
I get it. Well, listen, you need to do more hardcore exercise because of the way you cook. You got to burn it off. So thanks again for the lasagna and the hospitality.
You had some of my cooking.
I did, finally. Appreciate the lasagna. And the local beer was really good, too. It was like a a German beer, like a Goza or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Was the lasagna good? That's what I care about.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
Fantastic, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. And
homemade pasta right there.
There you go.
Homemade sauce, homemade pasta. Let's rock and roll.
heavy meat, which is the way I like it, too. And the thing about it is, too, Michael was kind enough to welcome me in during his wife's birthday week. I hope did you pull off the birthday dinner?
Birthday dinner, I landed the plane, and it was good. We had friends over, and I made a video. She had 30 friends that sent videos in of varying quality, for being quite honest. I think some people don't understand you have to clean off your camera to shoot a good video. But I cut and edited the video together, and we watched that, and I did the smart thing. I watched it before dinner instead of after dinner. So while we're getting the kids situated, the video played, and then we did her friends and family video, and then we went upstairs and we had dinner, and we had oh my goodness, we had a bacon wrapped scallop over in an avocado emulsion. Then we had French onion soup served in a mug so that you could hold it and still eat it without having to worry about it being a mess. And then we also had steak with a little cream sauce, and we finished it up with my wife's favorite dessert, which is carrot cake with it's a kind of a hybrid buttercream and cream cheese ice.
That ain't bad.
He throws down.
I'm with that.
It's impressive.
That's very impressive.
We were kind of getting into a discussion, Michael, randomly about guys that could have jumped from high school to the NFL. I don't even know how. I guess GJ brought this up. Have you ever seen a guy where you're like, yeah, that guy could have done it?
I mean, obviously, everybody's going to go to Bo Jackson or Herschel Walker. I think Leonard Fournette's the most recent one.
Wow.
Just mentioned.
Yeah, I think Leonard Fournette, maybe Todd Gurley, but I think Leonard Fournette is probably the guy that I would say.
Let's talk about familiarity, Michael. And I know you have a DJ story, but also I saw your tweet, and the tweet reads, the reality that the Lions OC Ben Johnson, who, by the way, is staying put, played football with a co-writer of the Florida-Georgia line song Cruise, and I played college football with them, is insane. Michael, I mean, that's not even 6 degrees of separation. That's like 1 degree of separation. What's the story here?
No, I played – Ben Johnson came in the year after I did. He played at AC Reynolds. We beat them in the playoffs, just the record. And here's the thing. I also played football with Arthur Smith.
Really?
Yeah, he was a huge jerk to me all the time, just for the record.
He was a rich kid.
I hate him. He's got that face. He has one of the most punchable faces in the NFL.
His dad is the founder of FedEx or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's extremely rich.
I didn't realize that. Okay, Arthur Smith, Fred Smith. Okay. Yeah.
So Ben Johnson played on that team. T.J. Yates came at the end when I was finishing playing, but T.J. Yates was there. Arthur was there the whole time. Arthur was he liked to kind of cheap shot you and give you a chip, and he was just I was friends with so many other guys in his fraternity, but Arthur was just not. He wasn't my type of person. But Ben Johnson is like this, and I don't say this like Ben Johnson was the sweetest man one of the sweetest guys I've ever met. And I don't mean he wasn't tough and all that. I say that he was just like the nicest dude. And then Chase Rice is the guy I mentioned who co-wrote Cruise with Florida Georgia Line. Chase Rice obviously is a country music superstar now after his stint in in NASCAR. Yes, we all are on the same team.
Wow. You also have a DJ Williams connection, yes?
Yes, DJ.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait when it starts with this.
So DJ was roommate. DJ played for the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm. Are you about to talk about Ryan Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ryan is one of my best friends in the entire world. Our daughters are best friends. Our daughters FaceTime each other at least probably once a month.
Dang.
I got one of the videos that I made. One of the videos when I made that video for my wife. One of them was Ryan's wife.
Abby.
Telling my wife that, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling her that it was like a huge, her being a part of her journey in parenthood was a huge deal. And so, I Skyped with DJ too because they were in you guys shared a room.
Oh yeah, no, we stay that condo I was telling you about in Green Bay. We all stayed. Now we weren't roommates, we kind of, we live close to each other. Yeah, we live close, but when we would travel, for sure. So I was there the day that Ryan first met his wife. I think she was friends of a girl that was friends with Marshall Newhouse, who went to TCU from
they
Texas.
all went to TCU together.
Yep, they went to TCU. They came up to a game in Green Bay, and they met in the parking lot right before we went into the stadium and have not stopped talking since. So pretty cool story.
I know.
They've stuck it out. Where are they at, in Chicago? Are they still in Chicago or North Carolina?
They're in, so they
were in Charlotte for a little bit.
Yes, and I live in Charlotte, and they were like 2 miles away from me, and another one of our good friends was right in between us.
Dude, you're balling then, because I remember that house. They're doing well.
They're doing well.
That means you are too.
But I remember talking to you when Ryan used to Skype with me when he was in training camp, that first training camp.
Oh yeah.
And Ryan used to Skype with me, and he'd be like, "Oh, don't worry, that's just BJ. He's coming in the room." And I'm like, "Yeah, you guys lived in there." Like at the where were you guys at for training camp? It was at a college campus, right?
Say that one more time.
For training camp.
Yeah, we were at De Pere College University, something like that in Green Bay. That's where we all stayed for camp. He was my roommate. I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. You probably know this better than me. You know how we all have that friend that is, what can I say on this show? He pushes the limits of wanting to punch him sometimes. Yeah, he's one of those guys. And I think Ryan, if you know him like I know him, you know he can go there. So now we always had a good time at training camp. Got some pretty funny training camp stories, but overall, good dude. Phenomenal special teams player. One of the best I've seen.
Oh, absolutely. I love him. He is truly, he's one of my best friends to this day, and someone that I will. Again, our kids are best friends. Our kids, even though they spent 4 years together in Chicago, and then now, even though we're in Charlotte, they still are like, what's Abby doing? What's Reese doing? What's this doing? And they've got 3 kids now. We only got the one, so I'm keeping it. And listen, I'm Kevin Durant over here, baby.
Okay.
We good to go.
No, I love it. I always wonder too if he's getting some gray hairs too. You think he's gonna do something about that?
Yeah.
He looks old. He looks old. He looks like he's about 49. Good looking 49-year-old though. Yeah, tell him that.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, tell him that.
Talk to him about his hairline.
Yeah.
Michael, can I ask you one football question before we let you go? We really didn't do any football today, but that's okay. That's not that uncommon in our segment. What did you think of the play calls by Detroit when they were in field goal range? It was interesting because the ESPN analytics basically said 50-50, like you could justify either one. Didn't seem to feel strongly one way or the other. They went with kind of their MO, which is to go for it. Didn't work out. What'd you think?
Well, I think they stuck to their MO. Me personally, I play defense, and so for me, I'm like, just kick the field goal, man. Just let us reset real quick, and then we'll figure it out from there. Because otherwise, you're going to put me behind the 8 ball. That's the way I think about it. Because I'm a defensive guy, but I understand wanting to be aggressive. I understand believing in your players, which I think is important. The players just didn't get the job done, and that's fine, and you can live with that. And so it's one of those things that I don't think they're going away, and I think that's the most important part of this. Everyone's focusing on this year, but I don't think this team's going to go away, and I don't know that it's always going to. I don't know that for the next 4 or 5 years it's going to be with Goff, but I do think that they're going to find another quarterback, and they're going to continue. This offense is not dependent on a quarterback. This defense is getting better and better and better, and they're going to continue to draft. Remember, Sam Laporta, he's young. Jack Campbell, he's young. Jahmyr Gibbs is young. Amon-Ra St. Brown is young. They've got young – Penei Sewell is young. They've got young pieces. They're not going to go away. So just because you didn't make it right now doesn't mean that you're going to disappear. This isn't somebody's last-gasp effort. This is a start of something, which maybe this starts out something that we've seen with the Chiefs, right? And because the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what they do in the offseason, what trades they make, what quarterback they pick up, because they're going to have to get another quarterback. But at the end of the day, they're still going to spend that draft capital. They're going to spend that probably on the defensive side of the ball and probably up front on the offensive line.
I like it. Michael, we got to run. I appreciate you.
All right, do your thing. Hey, DJ, good to talk to you, man.
Good to talk to you too, man. Tell Ryan I said hi.
Will do, man. Take it easy.
All right, that is Michael Felder. Here's Tom Brady on Campbell's aggressiveness. I think he tends to agree with Michael, and I'm going to get Coach's thoughts before we hit the break here.
You know, it's one thing to go with analytics, and we've all seen the transformation in sports because of analytics. It's another thing not to recognize situational football. And I think he really didn't do very well at all with situational football, not kicking 2 field goals, one to tie the game, one to go ahead by 17 points, and then at the end, burning the timeout. I mean, I just think, you know, he said after the game, it's hard to get back here, and it's going to be twice as difficult. And I told the guys this may have been our chance. And he's the guy responsible, in my opinion, for putting him in peril.
Well, the whole team's responsible. I'll say it's ultimately a team sport. And the coach makes these decisions, and, you know, you got to go execute. And my opinion differed on all those plays too. I definitely thought, you know, that the handoff there on late in the game, that was the one that I didn't understand, because you're just, unless you saw some incredible look to walk the ball in, you just can't take the chance that you're going to be stopped short and keep the clock running, because you just can't get the ball back. So that was the one that, you know, I just said, I don't know what they're doing. And I thought it was just a flat out error. And then the other ones are judgment calls. And, you know, that they've been aggressive all year. You know, obviously when you're aggressive and it doesn't work, you know, it comes back to bite you, and it comes back to bite him yesterday. And again, I would have taken the points. I've been in those situations. I look at them and I say, okay, this is the opportunity for you to continue to keep the pressure on the 49ers to make great plays. And you were in a good position. So, no, it's an aggressive coach, an aggressive mentality. I'm sure the players really wanted to go for it, you know, when you're on the field and you feel like you let them down. But, you know, at the same time, the coach has got to make, in his mind, the best decision to win. And it obviously didn't work out for the Lions.
Coach Kelley, what do you think?
Number one, I despise the people that are praising Dan Campbell all year for going on 4th down and then are tearing him down right now. Look. Did he make the wrong decision? Analytically, they say slight. I mean, the slightest, yes, go for it right there. But what analytics won't do, and I've been dealing with these people for years and years and years. I went back to the Sloan Sports Analytics Clinic back in 2009 before it was even a deal in football. And the one thing I would say, could y'all bring emotion into it, because emotion matters. Momentum. They can't assign a constant to it, so they won't do it. But the problem is this. I would have gone up, and once you get in the third quarter, go up an extra possession. Even me, my last year at PA, we kicked 5 field goals. People are like, I can't believe you're kicking a field goal.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but it was to go up 3 possessions. Yep. Or, you know, I mean, you're up. They kicked that field goal, and yeah, it's no guarantee he's going to make it, but there's an 85% chance according to their numbers. And you go up 3 full possessions in the third quarter.
That's
and
a big deal.
The other thing it does is if you don't make it, it gives them all the momentum.
Yep.
And there's people play better when they're high, when they're confident, when they're jacked up, big stop, and they can't. That is not fitting into the analytics, and it is a thing. I mean, you know, right? You believe that, right?
Oh, 100%.
And that's not taken into the analytics. So if it's a slight percentage yes, then it's a no. Don't go for it.
Yeah.
Because of the emotion and the momentum shift you gave the 49ers. They were about to be down 3 scores in the third quarter. But instead, they're down 2 scores, and they've got the ball.
Yeah.
So if they go score, they're down 1 score. I mean, you know, it's a different ball game. So that in itself, the dumb thing he did, but don't criticize the guy when you've been praising him all year.
Facts.
They're not there without that guy. Go look at the speeches. They're not there. He gets them to believe that they can be there, and if you believe it, you can do it.
It's a real deal.
But the running the ball was the single dumbest thing. But that's where coaches come into, here's who I am. We're going to line up and run this one in.
Stubborn.
Yeah, it's stubborn, and we do. And your boy Tim Perry, who I'm a big fan of, who coached at CAC, won a championship, I'm a fan of. When he went to Nashville and played, he knew that's who I was. I'm a throwing guy. We're going to throw. And he had beaten me once. I'm like, never again. They lined up 3-1 and had 7 guys deep.
I remember that.
And so we ran the ball. It's the only time in my whole career as a head coach that we had more yards rushing than passing. We had 342 yards rushing. But I did it because he had taught me a lesson before.
Awesome.
That you've got to do that. But, you know, it takes a while to go, this is not who I am. It's what do we have to do to win?
Yep.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater, for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Need a new set of tires? Or maybe your car is making a noise that is waking the dead. Payday is still 2 weeks away, or maybe you're waiting on your tax refund. We've all been there. Your local, family-owned Big O Tires in Conway and Cabot understands. That's why we offer several finance programs. Maybe your credit's not as spotless as you'd like it to be. Our understanding staff can help. All this and huge savings too. Tires, service, and straight talk. Big O Tires.
So I was talking to my friend Bobby the other day, and he said, is this QC Kinetics real? Like, will they really get rid of my joint pain? I said, absolutely. If you've got injuries or if you've got arthritis, just call them today for that free consultation, and they will show you exactly how your own body will heal itself. Hey everybody, it's RJ Hawk. QC Kinetics uses regenerative medicine that is transforming lives with innovative, non-surgical, drug-free treatments that deliver lasting results. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain. Do you have arthritis or maybe an old injury? Don't let this pain keep you from living your best life. QC Kinetics is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime. Make 2024 the year you reclaim your mobility. Do like many people in Central Arkansas have done. Call QC Kinetics now for that free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. Once again, the consultation's free at QC Kinetics.
Hey y'all, this is Brandy
and Leah
from Frontier Diner,
home of real country cooking. We have the best breakfast around.
Check out our Facebook page for our daily lunch specials, such as meatloaf, beef tips, and chicken dressing.
Don't forget our Chase burgers and sweet tea,
sandwiches and salads,
homemade desserts made fresh every day.
Open for breakfast and lunch Monday through Saturday. Come see us at Frontier Diner in Little Rock. Take the baseline exit off of I-30 across the interstate from Home Depot,
where you come as guest and leave as family.
You're back in the zone with Emmy Award winner Justin Acri, Mackey Award winner DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver, who has won nothing.
Hey, I'm waking up in the morning, hustling to the stage and performing, bustling through the hate and busting the door. Lately nothing misses, I must have been scoring. Speaking of the misses, I'm watching them party. Just like a drink that I'm enjoying.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Very excited about it. Got any plans? Anybody got plans? No Valentine's Day
I'll usually
plans?
start the day before Valentine's Day to start developing the plan.
That's how it works? I
Yeah.
like it. Fair enough. Well, I got one. I got first Valentine's Day with my lady, trying to find some cool things to do, you know? No pressure, right? She's
Vegas trip. That's
big
the thing to
fans
do.
of Jones and Son. Love Jacob over there. Does a great job. He always takes care of us. But they got an event I want to tell you all about now and through the 29th of February. 18 months, 0% interest. Can't beat that, right?
It's a good deal.
Let me talk about some comparisons. You want to get a car right now, that's going to be about 9-8% interest. A house, about 6 to 5% interest. And, like I said, you just can't beat it. So if you're looking for something nice, they got all the good stuff. Justin, Michael M., when you talk about Viraggio, that's one of my girlfriend's favorites. They got their couture collection, and customer service there is awesome every time we went in. Once again, 18 months, 0 interest when it comes to that. Now, you have to spend over $1,000 to get it done. Now, I know they always say they have the best prices. Well, they back it up, too. They got a nice little price match, so they put their money where their mouth is. A really good thing they got going over there. Like I said, Jacob always does a great job over there taking care of my lady. Make sure y'all go check them out. Once again, this runs through the 29th of February. Address, it's been the same for 35 years. They haven't moved at all. 11121, that's Rodney Parham Road, 35 years of great service. Once again, you have until the 29th of February, so you can get it before Valentine's Day, even after. They got you covered. Go check out Jacob. Tell him DJ sent you.
11:58 up against it. Hour 3 coming up. Entertainment birthdays, having a little fun with Coach, and what the hell? You got it.
Pickleball, one of the fastest growing games across the country. The Little Rock Athletic Club is opening a new state-of-the-art indoor pickleball facility next month. Play pickleball indoors and be free from the heat, cold, wind, sun, rain, and insects. Pickleball at the Little Rock Athletic Club has observation and lounge areas, flat screens, and it's a family-friendly facility. Join the Little Rock Athletic Club today and save 30% off joining fees with no monthly contracts. LRAC.com for more information. That's LRAC.com.
It's Howie from Robert Irwin Jewelers. Don't make it difficult this year. Get to Robert Irwin Jewelers and buy her diamonds. Spend $99 or more and get a dozen free roses and a box of chocolates. Bigger, brighter diamonds, free financing, Robert Irwin Jewelers, or online at rijewelers.com while supplies last.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Coach Matt Zimmerman joins Randy and Rick on Drive Time Sports each week to talk all things college hoops, courtesy of the DHR Group of Sonic Drive-Ins.
We're live when you need us.
I think we better split up.
Good idea.
Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
The Polk County Sheriff's deputy who died last week will be laid to rest this weekend. 49-year-old Sonia Stewart died Thursday at her home. Her funeral will be Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Crossing Church in Mena. Stewart began her law enforcement career in 2010 as a 911 operator. She went on to become a deputy sheriff in 2022 and served as a school resource officer for the Mena School District. She was the daughter of Mena Police Chief Tommy Stewart and his wife Cindy. The Office of the Arkansas Attorney General is launching a new program designed to help identify missing children. The Arkansas Child ID program will enlist county sheriff's offices and local schools to give out kits to families of first-grade children. Inside each kit is an inkless fingerprinting kit, a DNA sample collection, a physical description, medical records, and a reference photo. For more news and weather, download our free KATV News and Weather apps. From the Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
Mostly sunny skies again today. Not quite as warm, though. A high of 59, though, and tonight slowed down to 35. A few more clouds Thursday and Friday with highs in the 60s. Rain moves in, though, for the weekend. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter agents Chad Kesterson in Arkadelphia, Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff, or Blake Jumper in Benton.
River Valley Tractor, your leading Kubota dealer of Central Arkansas. River Valley Tractor is closer than you think. A company that cares for you is right around the corner. RiverValleyTractor.com. With 5 great locations to better serve you, visit River Valley Tractor in Bryant, Sherwood, Conway, Russellville, or Pine Bluff today, or find them at RiverValleyTractor.com. Work smarter, not harder with River Valley Tractor. River Valley Tractor, closer than you think.
RJ Hawk here with Chris Roberts from Southern Bank. And Chris, I know interest rates are high right now. That's what everybody's talking about. But if you're thinking about a project, whether it be a commercial project or you want to build a house, now's the time to come talk to you about what those future plans may look like.
You know, RJ, no matter what the business environment may be, we're always there to sit down with our customers and talk about their future plans and what's going on with their businesses.
And that's one thing about Southern Bank is they're a community bank. They want to be your partner.
Partnering with our customers is a key to how we do business.
And Chris, you know, we talk about those interest rates being high, but the one good news out of that is deposit rates.
We have some great CD and checking account rates. Just give us a call and see what one of our personal bankers can do for you.
If you want more information about interest rates or those deposit rates that we just talked about, call Chris and his team today at 501-424-0900 or go online at bankwithsouthern.com. Southern Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Rachel Parker Harding for Parker Cadillac. Get ready to arrive in style on game day in a luxurious certified pre-owned Cadillac. Choose from XT5, XT6, Escalade, or sedan models. Parker Cadillac has the largest inventory of certified pre-owned Cadillacs in Arkansas. Plus, all Parker Cadillac certified pre-owned customers receive 2 years, unlimited miles of complimentary oil changes. For more details, visit parker-cadillac.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Do you want more control over your business spending? Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management platform designed to save you time and money. Ramp offers unlimited corporate cards with spend controls you can customize to stop wasteful spending before it happens. Ramp makes expense reports a breeze by automatically collecting receipts and matching them to the right transaction. You'll close your books in hours instead of days. Ramp allows you to see all of your company's spend in one place, so you can make quick, informed decisions about your business finances. Plus, Ramp will share insights based on your spending to help you cut costs. Over 15,000 businesses have added up to 5% to their bottom line with Ramp. You can be one of them. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/sports. Ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
Do you need rainwater Holton Sexton? Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888. It really is just that easy. If you've been injured and need help, it doesn't matter where in Arkansas you are. Just dial 888-8888. We'll come to you. I'm Mike Rainwater of Rainwater Holton Sexton. We have been thankfully serving Arkansans for years, and we appreciate the trust you've put in us. We work hard for you, Arkansas, each and every day. Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it. Like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer, 501-568-0040, or online at arkansastruck.com. And ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Mike, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a nihilist porcupine. He's a the type women wanna be within rappers. Hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime. This is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People Keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and get 100%. Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches the key or speaks in a rhyme.
All right, welcome back. Take it from the guy who, I don't have the best history. I ain't the one to ask. All right, let's go. Time for entertainment and birthdays. We're going to get to it today because Coach loves What the Hell. That's his favorite segment.
What,
so,
okay. What is that? What is that?
What's
we can't be waiting until 12:55 to do that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
2 out of the last 4 times.
I've screwed you. I'm bad at
screwed me.
Bad at clock management, man. I'm the guy that lets the clock go to 0 and we lose 5 yards. I'm that guy.
Oh, come on.
No, you're the guy you're the guy that's down 1 in the basketball game and you're still dribbling.
Oh,
I'm John L. Smith. We come out for the opening kickoff and get a delayed game because we ain't enough guys on the field.
Oh, you're that guy. You let 20 seconds run off the play clock, then call timeout.
Yeah.
One of those guys, the worst.
You and Sean McVay.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right. So, DJ, you will learn. When we used to do, when Wes was with us, we used to do the entertainment report, and Wes would always try to slide in some sports. He's like, sports is entertainment? I'm like, yes, but this is separate.
It's sports.
But I will say this. I will give you a pass if you do a podcast. All right?
Okay.
So a podcast is pure entertainment, even if it's talking about sports.
Fair.
So we're going to play this clip because Christian just went to the trouble of bleeping out some cuss words.
Okay.
So for those who watched the Kelsey's podcast and those who watched the pregame the other day with the Ravens and the Chiefs, there was an incident before the game where Justin Tucker, the outstanding Hall of Fame kicker, was on the Chiefs' end of the field, and he was goofing around and putting his little kicking tee up, and they would move it and get it out of the way, and his helmet was on the ground, and they didn't like it. And Kelsey and Mahomes obviously were like, okay, dude, this is like, they did it like 3 or 4 times, just throwing it out of the way. And everybody thought it was kind of a jokey thing. Well, I think, as we were talking about it before, Tucker kind of thought it was jokey.
No.
But the guys from the Chiefs were not in a jokey mood.
At all.
No. Anyway, Jason and Travis had a chance to talk about it on their podcast, and Travis said basically, yeah, we weren't playing.
We're warming up, and we do our same warm-up every single time on our side of the field. For those of you that don't know what happens in pre-games, the Ravens have their side of the field, and the Chiefs have our side of the field. Now, specialists, because of like the win factor and
they go to
where
both
you
sides
are, they get a chance to kick at both field goals and kind of punt from both sides of the field. But it's always, if you're trying to go onto the other team's designated area, you kind of stay out of their way. You know, you don't interfere with what they have going on.
That is the unwritten rule.
That's the unwritten rule. If you want to be a about it, you keep your helmet and your football and your kicking tee right where the quarterbacks are warming up and they're dropping. Eyes are looking left and they got a helmet down by their feet.
It's actually kind of dangerous, really. But
like, if you're not going to pick that up, I'll happily move that for you. Justin came out and he said it was more of a joking gesture and kind of a fun competitive. And I get it. I mean, he was kind of winking at me, like being a about it, like trying to get under the skin.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
I get it, but
he got under your skin a little bit.
Me and Pat, we've been having the same mentality for this game all week long, man.
Yeah.
And it was you got to go in there and have the right mind frame, have the right mindset, and we just weren't in a joking mood. We were ready to get after it, and so Justin, sorry if we took it to a level that you didn't think it'd get to that way, but if you're gonna be a I promise you, I can one-up you every time.
Love it, right?
You seen this kind of thing before? Gamesmanship?
I love it. I mean, Justin, like, he did it on purpose. But I like the mindset. I wish more players had that. Like, we're not friends right now. I'm trying to win this football game.
Erin Moriarty, if you don't know who she is, she plays basically the Supergirl role, Christian.
Yeah, she's
What's her name on there? On The Boys?
Starlight.
Starlight. You ever watch The Boys?
The Boys is awesome.
Yeah,
Homelander and the crew.
Good,
Love it. Good show.
We all love it.
Yeah.
She's announced that she's stepping away from Instagram. That's the actress that plays her. After Megyn Kelly went after her, of all people, talking about how she got plastic surgery done. Megyn Kelly says it's an obsession with turning yourself into a fake version of yourself. and she showed a couple different pictures of her, and they definitely do look like there were some things done. Moriarty's come back and said, you don't have to believe me when I say that these videos are false, but the way this has been spoken about, the way that I've been spoken to, I will not accept. This is becoming harassment. This is becoming false news. So the pictures she says there was some contouring with her makeup, so it looked like she'd had a nose job. Her lips definitely look like they've been filled in, but I don't consider collagen necessarily plastic surgery.
Yeah.
You get a nose job, we're talking plastic surgery.
Yeah.
You get other things done, we're talking plastic surgery. I don't know where. Anyway,
Who cares?
who gives a damn?
Yeah, who
That's what I'm
cares?
saying.
Do your thing. Like, why does that bother
you?
you?
It's your face. It's your body. You know.
She's cute, and you're cute, Megan. Like, why can't y'all get along? Why we got to tear each
So
other
Megan
down?
just sat there and she was just bothered by it.
There
Right?
had to be
Just-
something to it.
Yeah.
There's no way she just out of the blue.
I will
picked
say
Aaron
this:
Barrett.
when I see someone who is very attractive and they do something like I'll give you an example. And again, it's none of my business.
Yeah.
But I do think there might be more going on.
Yeah.
Like Holly Saunders, for example, right? Like Holly Saunders, when she worked in this market, lovely woman, beautiful.
Yeah.
And she has done a lot of stuff to herself where she looks a lot different.
Yeah.
I think she looks awful comparatively, but that's not my job to say. That's
Nah.
if she likes it and Oscar likes it and they're happy,
Let him
go
be.
about your business.
I
I'm not
understand.
going to sit down here and rip you about it because you changed your look. I don't like it. I like the old Holly.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's cool. It's
Fair
not my
enough.
deal. And guess what? I'm not dating you, so it doesn't matter. If Oscar likes it, then run with it.
There you go.
Anyway. It's so weird to me, like people who cannot accept people being different or doing something that's out of the ordinary in their opinion. Like, just leave them alone, dude. They're not bothering you. Give me a break. You're going to learn a couple things about me. Christian knows this because he's worked with me for how many years now?
It's 4.5, 4 in a couple months, I guess.
Feels longer?
No, it feels like 20 years.
That's so rude. Two things I hate in the world of music. Christian, what are they?
Well, two things you love are Heart and the Beach Boys.
I like Hanson. I hate Hart and the Beach Boys.
Okay. Fair enough.
But Hart decided that we're a couple old broads. Let's go back on tour. So they're going to.
All right.
Now, there are a lot of people who will go see them. There are a lot more people who go see Hart than listen to the show ever. So I give them their due. They are some old school rockin' ladies. North American Leg launches April 20th over in Greenville, South Carolina. They're going to the Jazz and Heritage Festival down in New Orleans. They're playing in Tulsa. They're playing in, I'm looking for places that are close. Surely they got a Texas appearance somewhere.
So you're going to get Tulsa tickets.
I'm not getting tickets. If they were playing in my front yard, I'd go in my backyard, as my man Nathan Christian used to say. So I'm just saying, for those of you like them, and I'm listen, say what you want about me, but I'm at least going to give you the information, even if I don't like it personally. I know it's something you might be interested in, so I'm going to give it to you.
Are they talented?
Absolutely.
Thank
There's
you.
no question.
I knew you'd say that.
And
That's
I
what I
don't
was trying to
listen.
get out of you.
I just think they you know what they did? They jumped the shark. They tarnished their reputation in my book.
Doing ballads?
Just their newer stuff, like the 90s crap, was terrible. Like the older stuff, Barracuda and all that was great. But like I didn't like the new stuff. All I want to do is make love to you. I mean, it sounds like it was written by a 12-year-old.
They're just trying to make more money, though.
Although, why is a
That's what
12-year-old
you had
writing
to
about
do.
that?
That's what you had to do, make more money. They were trying to make more money.
I can't fault him for that, Coach.
There you go.
But it's just like when Steve Miller did Abracadabra. It's like, all
Yeah,
right,
it's like
I think
you
we've
can't-
had enough.
I don't
from
like
you.
them either. No, I don't like listening to them either. But I do respect that they were trying to change with the times.
100%. Look, in the list of like female bands, they're way down on my list. But, you know, to each their own.
You can't fault them for it, but you can shame them for it.
Thank you, Chris.
There
That's a
you
great
go.
way to say it.
That is a great way to say it. That's the best thing you've ever said.
How about Taylor Swift? You like her?
Me?
We probably won't talk about her again before the Super Bowl kicks
No, it'll
off.
come up. Yeah, every day.
Okay, so here's the deal. Not only is she going to be at the Super Bowl, not only is she not going to perform at the Super Bowl, or so we're told.
Yeah.
But you can actually get some prop bet action on her. Not at Oaklawn, but elsewhere.
This will be fun.
Will Travis propose to Taylor after the game?
No.
What's the yes?
It says there's an 8% chance of this happening, according to the odds makers. I don't know what the betting odds are, but that's what they're saying. Will Taylor be shown during the anthem? It says 66.67% chance of this. There is no reason to show her during the anthem unless she's singing it, and
That's
she ain't.
the part I want separated was like, I just want football. I
Yep.
don't want to deal with the pictures
She
of
literally
her.
was shown 45 seconds on Sunday. 45 seconds, they did the math.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But let's show her at appropriate times. You want to
Yeah,
show her after
don't show
Travis
her the
scores?
national
Fine.
anthem.
Who do you show players and performer?
Yes.
National anthem.
And the coaches.
And the coaches.
And the flyby.
But you know why they're showing
Gotta
her,
show the
right? Did
flyby.
you see the excerpt? I don't know if it's Forbes or whatever that said
Oh, they're making that
the
money.
Chiefs in the NFL have made $340 million extra since she's been going to those games off their
Swifties.
social media.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's
a quarter
awesome
of
for
$1
them.
billion, third of $1 billion.
Will Taylor be shown? Oh, okay. Will the MVP of the game mention Taylor? I think that's highly unlikely.
Unless it's no. I would say Kelsey wouldn't do that.
He's not winning it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to give him a home.
Even if he did, he wouldn't say that.
I don't know that he wouldn't, but I don't think there's a chance.
I think he would. I think he would.
You think he would?
Oh yeah.
No.
Did you see the little excerpt where he's like, "I love you, Taylor"? She says, "I love you" back when they're down after the game.
Yeah, they're talking to
and
each
he's like,
other.
"I'm gonna go hang with my boys for a little while." And I'm like, "Holy freak!"
All I know is if you got your girl and y'all do some fun stuff together, and there's that one thing where she's like, "I don't think I want to do that." If you give her a shout out during the Super Bowl MVP ceremony, you probably gonna do.
She can't get anything. She can't get any more recognition that she's not getting. I think she doesn't care.
Anyway, new this weekend at the box office, The Chosen, Season 4, Episodes 1 through 3. This is a movie?
That's not a box office, it doesn't look like.
Well, it's listed here at the Riverdale.
Oh, that's the Jesus show.
Oh, I love Jesus.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't always like his TV and movies, but I love Jesus.
I've actually heard this is good. I just haven't seen it, and I probably won't.
Also this weekend, Argyle is new. It's a PG-13 movie.
It's got Bryce Dallas Howard in it.
It's
Looks
a
like
great
some spies
cast.
and stuff.
Well, who's the main guy? The guy that's in it. That was in, I can't ever remember his name. He's a great actor. He's been in a lot of movies.
Oh, Henry Cavill or Cavill?
Nope.
That's
He's in it
Superman,
too, though?
right?
That may be. But
Wait,
that's
he's
not-
in that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, you're thinking of Sam Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell, exactly
Sam
right.
Rockwell.
Yeah,
You got
I like-
Henry Cavill.
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 Dua Lipa's in it.
I like
Yeah.
Dua
Well, I
Lipa.
like
You
Dua
sold me
Lipa.
with
Bryce Dallas Howard.
and Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell. John Cena's in it, and Samuel L. Jackson, and Bryan Cranston.
Oh, this is
This
awesome.
thing's action
how about
packed.
It is a great cast. And a cat. To be named later.
Yeah.
This is very upsetting to me. I don't know who's in charge of this crap, but I am PO'd.
Let's hear it.
You haven't heard me go off yet, TJ. but
Are
I'm
we about to hear it right now?
Levon Helm's boyhood home in Marvel has been rejected for listing on the National Register of Historic Places. I mean, just look at this ramshackle house. Doesn't that look like something that should be on the list of historic homes? And Levon Helm grew up there. Hello, we just talked about him yesterday.
Still trying to figure out who that is.
That's the
Let's see.
drummer from the band. We talked about
Oh,
yesterday.
we did
the
talk
best
about
singing
that.
drummers.
Yeah.
This is him right here, The Wait.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, he lived in the house from 1941 to about 1946 when it was in a cotton field in Turkey scratch. She's the Anna Lee mentioned in The Wait. This is according to Anna Lee Amsden, who now lives in Cabot. The house was moved to Marble in 2017 to prevent demolition. According to the nomination, a building can still be eligible even if moved for that reason. In her January 25th letter rejecting the Helm House nomination, Michelle Diedrich, a historian with the National Register, called a bulletin titled How to Apply the National Register Criteria for Evaluation, or cited a bulletin. A moved property significant under criteria A or B must be demonstrated to be the surviving property most importantly associated with a particular historic event or aspect of an historic person's life. Anyway, they're saying it doesn't qualify, but they're going to keep trying apparently.
Fair
so
enough.
I'm on board with this, and I
for
am
it.
angry.
Oh, no. Not too angry, huh?
No,
You do pick some strange things to take a stand on.
Yeah.
Listen, Levon Helm is one of the top 5 most iconic
Not saying he's not.
musicians from Arkansas, and that's saying something. Glenn Campbell.
I'd like a list of the people that we think should have their house.
Oh, I was just
approved
thinking
and the
about
one-
that. That's
And
another
the
one.
ones we shouldn't. I bet there's a lot on there that we
DJ, Khalid, and some other people. No, I don't know who.
He's probably got a pretty nice
Who
house.
would be a house?
Glenn Campbell, for sure.
An Arkansan Billy Bob?
Johnny
Yeah,
Cash.
Billy
Johnny
Bob.
Cash?
How about Jerry Van Dyke?
How about Jerry Jones?
How about Jerry Van Dyke?
Jerry Van Dyke wasn't born here.
Don't
He
they have
wasn't.
Bill? Don't they
He had
have
a house
Bills?
in Malvern.
He did live in Malvern. What?
Isn't Bill Clinton's like that?
Yeah, his
Am I
house
messing
is.
it up?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the historic register, I believe.
I don't know who else. There's got to be somebody.
How about
got to be
Who's
we
something.
got 2
worthy?
governors. How about one of the Huckabee homes from Hope? You can go like on a whole tour. You go to like
You
a
got to give him more time.
the Huckabee house
Yeah, give him
and
more
the
time.
I
More
agree.
time.
Yeah, give him more time.
and the well, Sarah never lived in Hope, I don't think anymore.
Yeah.
Probably not. She lives over by me. In theory.
In theory.
Yeah. Got a house over there, but I think I don't know. Do they live in the governor's mansion?
I think
I
so.
would.
Yes.
Well,
I
then
would
they
love
just
that.
keep their other house.
Yes.
Who lives in there right now? Can I go live in there?
She Airbnbs it.
That'd be cool
Could
if
you
you want to
imagine?
make some money.
Yeah, that'd be
I'd go
awesome.
stay in the governor's house for a night or two.
Yeah. That'd be
Okay,
awesome.
what famous person that lives in Arkansas would you want to stay in
Did
their
you
house for a
see
night?
who Airbnb'd their house? The famous actress, was it
from Arkansas? Or are
No,
you just saying period?
Just like within the last 3 months.
I don't know.
Blonde girl.
I remember this.
She played in the action movie with Tom Cruise. Where it was just an action movie where like
Cameron Diaz?
Cameron Diaz.
Really?
Airbnb at her house.
It was Airbnb
She
at her
probably needs
house,
the money.
and she was meeting you at the door.
Oh, wow.
When you came in.
Did you see?
Yeah, she definitely needs the money, right?
Who was the one that just? Alyssa Milano just asked for money for her kid's baseball trip.
Oh, that was good. You see what the Outkick guy did?
Yeah. Clay Travis,
Travis, yeah.
wrote like $100,000 check or something. He's like, here you go.
My only request is they have to wear MAGA hats when they're playing baseball.
Is that what it is?
All right, this is pretty funny. It's been around 2 months since Pat Perez. Pat Perez was the one guy that went to the Live Tour, and everybody's like, why in the hell have they asked Pat Perez to be on the Live Tour?
Okay.
He hasn't been good ever on any tour. I mean, he's better than me, obviously, but as professional golfers go, he's way down on the pecking order. Initially made himself a name on the tour before defecting in 22. He had a grand total of 3 wins under his belt, which is 3 more than me, admittedly. His ex-wife, or soon-to-be, Ashley, managed to ruffle some feathers in the golf world on a few occasions, thanks to her tendency to share what's on her mind. Whether we're talking about the time she baselessly claimed Tiger Woods was under the influence when he crashed his car in 21, or the occasion where she said she wants to see someone punch Rory McIlroy in the face. Probably not alone there.
That's why they picked him to be on the tour.
Yeah, maybe so, because of his crazy ex-wife.
Yeah.
Soon-to-be ex-wife. Ashley filed for divorce in a Florida court close to 10 years after they tied the knot. She also has broken her silence on Instagram now. The first came in a story when she said she sympathized with a TikTok user who said she wasted almost half my life on a narcissist. The other featured a screenshot of some news stories concerning their divorces along with the message, I'm leaving, sorry for your loss. The divorce hasn't been finalized yet, but it won't be long, we don't think. Anyway.
I'm looking at her Instagram right now. See why she's divorced.
She's definitely the better looking of the two, and she already got his money, so no point in staying with that loser. He does have a fabulous Alabama waterfall, though. I will say that. Guy's got some hair. Guy's got some hair.
I see that.
Yeah. If you're into that kind of thing.
My mom, she texted me, said she likes heart, by the way.
Well, you know what? I will back off. I'm trying to make your mom mad the first week you're on the air, for God's sakes. You know what? It's nice to have her listening. I'm glad that she is.
Oh, she will be a avid listener. I promise you that.
Well, your mom must have a giant brain if she's affording to lose some brain cells listening to this show. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to dumb it down as much as we can. The good news for coaches, we got plenty of time to do birthdays and still do a very elaborate What the Hell segment. And there is a story about a parent and a child, a very heartwarming story.
Not on that segment.
No, there sure isn't, Coach. You got that right. 661-1037. We're playing for. I can't hear you.
Got to turn my mic on.
There you go.
Harlem Globetrotters tickets. That is tomorrow night. You'll need to come get those, of course, pretty soon.
That's not terrible. Name of the song?
Sweet Georgia Brown, which is also what the character in the Flamingo Kid says when he lays down his gin rummy. What was that guy's name? Who's the actor? Matt Dillon.
You're going too deep.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of it.
Sweet Georgia Brown. It's a good flick. You'd like it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's also got what's-her-face in it. Gymnast Janet Jones.
Okay. Are you one of those people who know a lot of actors and movies?
Yes, he knows everything.
You could connect movies through actors and
these two right here, Christian and him, unbelievable.
Yeah. Despite my years of abuse,
you're good to go.
My brain's pretty sharp most of the time.
Highly functioning.
There's a lot of stuff in there, DJ. Sometimes I have recall issues, but
Fair
it's
enough.
in there. It's in there. I got 50 years of garbage. All right, Lonnie, you're going to be with Mr. Williams and Mr. Weaver. You're going to represent Brandon and Coach. You got Wade.
I wish we could wager on this.
It's tough.
You'd wager on Christian.
Can I ask? Is there like a unwritten rule that we don't research these topics before?
100.
Okay,
whoa! What did you say, Christian?
You can't look this up.
No, you can't look it up.
You're going to be amazed that somebody didn't look something up because they're
Trust
just
me.
popping off stuff.
Yesterday,
and you're like,
this guy was on fire.
No, he's on fire every day. And I
Okay.
swear him and Wes got the stuff out and read over it like every birthday possible.
Hey, some people just know
and
things.
if they can't tell, I come in empty-handed every day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I might utter an answer occasionally.
Occasionally, we will have guests that have researched.
Okay.
They won't admit to it.
Yeah, they won't
tell.
admit to it.
One audio clue only. This singer and actor is celebrating today.
Justin Timberlake.
Boom.
Cry Me a River. I
That's
know
in
that
your
one.
era,
That's
buddy.
my era right there.
Can you play that on the piano?
Yes, I can actually. One of the first songs I've learned.
How old is Mr. Timberlake today? Mr. Beal.
He is 47.
44.
43. Bingo bango?
Yes!
Dang, what is he?
Yes.
43.
On the dot. Does that mean bingo bango is okay?
I hope like the building just stops functioning right now because I win.
This woman's an actress. She was in Django Unchained.
What'd you
Black
say?
Panther.
Django
Who said Kerry
Unchained?
Washington?
That was Christian.
How old is she?
What did he say? I didn't even know who he said. Who did he
Kerry
say?
Washington.
Kerry Washington.
You said Black Panther?
Yeah, she was in there.
She was in that that show that was on
Mr.
about
and
the
Mrs.
president.
Smith. She was in that.
She's-
By the way, the new show, Mr. and Miss Smith, looks pretty good.
Had Donald Glover and
It does
somebody
look
else in
good.
Yeah.
It does look good.
How old is Miss Washington today?
Miss Washington is 47.
She is. Bingo
I
bango.
was gonna say 47.
Wow. That is impressive, Christian. Good job.
Can I get a half a point for
this
I
guy?
was
Is
gonna
an
say 47.
SNL actor. He's kind of got a punchable face. We've been talking about that a lot today. He's kind of a doughy dude. He's
Pete
funny.
Davidson.
No, he's a little chubbier. He's just kind of
Is
a
he still on there?
yeah. He's just kind of a fat everyman.
Oh, Keenan Thompson?
No,
He is doughy.
How many guesses we get?
I don't think Keenan
No,
has a
you get
punchable face at
unlimited
all.
No, he doesn't, but
I
he's
want to hug
doughy.
him. Yeah, no, it's Bobby Moynihan.
Oh,
He's 47.
But I know him.
This woman's an actress. She was in Grosse Pointe Blank. She was in Sleepers. She was
Seen
in
Sleepers. Is this
About a Boy. She played Fiona, and she was in Good Will Hunting.
Minnie Driver?
You like them apples. How old is Minnie Driver today, Coach?
52.
She used to date Matt Damon. Found out he broke up with her when she was watching a daytime television show, and he announced that they were no longer together. She didn't even know. That's a bad way to find out, if I remember correctly.
55.
Sleepers, good movie. A little disturbing. Minnie Driver is 56.
4. DJ Williams.
Oh, you put me on the board.
This woman's an actress. I don't know if you guys will get it. She's been in 2 major films that you know of. Cocktail, as the wife of the co-bartender who ends up dead, and she was in Roadhouse as the love interest.
Oh.
She was also in Drugstore Cowboy, Desperate Hours, Curly Sue, Charlie's Angels. She is a blonde actress.
Roadhouse is great, too.
Roadhouse is excellent. Her name is Kelley Lynch. She's 65. The love interest from Roadhouse is now 65. If that doesn't make you feel, what will? Yeah. This guy is the most intimidating pitcher in the history of
Randy
Major
Johnson.
League Baseball.
Nolan Ryan.
Your answer is also acceptable, but
Yeah,
I was
that was
looking for
good.
Nolan Ryan.
I'd give him a half point for that.
Nolan Ryan, he doesn't get anything.
Did you
Nolan
just give
Ryan,
him a point?
Appreciate
I'll
that,
give
Justin.
DJ a point.
I saw it. I just didn't know if that was on purpose. I was
sorry.
going to
No,
let it
that's me.
slide.
No, I said Nolan Ryan. Gosh almighty.
I'm sorry. How old is Nolan Ryan today there, DJ?
He is 62.
No. Christian?
72.
No, he is not. He is not. He is not. He is, Coach, how old?
69.
He's 77, is that right?
Wow.
50,
Yeah, he's
77, right, yeah. Who got it?
It was me.
That's really terrible on all your parts.
I said 72. That's not that far.
Okay, you're right. I'll shut up. This guy's a former head coach that won the Super Bowl. Now he's a head coach in the other conference from the one he won the Super Bowl in. If I said the words Philly, Philly, maybe it'd ring a bell.
Oh, Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson's correct. Was he in Green Bay when you were there?
No.
Technically, I think he's not a coach. Didn't he get
No,
fired?
he's with the Jaguars still.
Did he get fired?
He didn't
Oh,
get
no,
fired.
he
He
is
just
with
got
the
there
Jaguars.
last year.
No, I'm thinking Frank Reich. Got
Yeah,
fired.
he got
Yeah, he got fired.
All right. How old's Mr. Peterson today? Mr. Peterson? Oh, Mr. Peterson.
Let's go. He looks about 58. I'm just a little low, huh?
Mr. Peterson is 54.
55.
56, Coach. Good enough.
Because I coached against him in 7-on-7.
Oh, wow.
And I remember talking to him. We were about the same age.
Okay.
Christian, you are the winner. Brandon, congratulations.
Kerry Washington was not in Black Panther, by the way.
It's on my list.
It was a cartoon series.
Oh, she voiced.
Voiced. Yeah.
Okay, I just read the list.
I'm just
DJs.
saying.
I do the research, and it just comes up like she was in this. I don't have time to research all that.
Nobody's ever fact-checked this guy before.
I'm
I'm wondering if all these are factual stuff that we've been getting.
I know
'cause
my
I've been
Marvel
spouting them off
movies.
to
I know
my
'em.
friends.
I've given wrong birthday days before. Like I
The
don't
facts
know.
I get from you, I tell everybody, act like I know it, and now I've been giving them wrong information.
Listen, 100%. She's a cutie pie.
She is.
I loved her in.
She was great. What was the series she was in? The President show?
Oh,
Scandal.
Scandal.
Oh,
Scandal, yeah.
God,
Scandal. I didn't
hooked
watch
on
it.
that. that. I love
She
that.
was great in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, though. I loved her as like
You
the
say you
sidekick.
didn't
She
watch
was
it?
not in Mr.
Scandal
and
done.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes,
Oh,
she
yes,
was.
she was. She was the helper for
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie.
She was like her sidekick, and he had Tom Arnold. or
no,
whatever.
Vince Vaughn. Vince.
Yes.
You're thinking of True Lies.
True Lies.
You
Yes.
have to watch Scandal.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Olivia Pope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
It's 12:33. What I have to do is take a break so we can do What the Hell. But I will watch Scandal when I get time, in all my free time, because I have so much.
I think of her so much it drives me crazy. I just don't want her.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Red River Ford, Lion Legal, Central Arkansas Cadillac Dealers, Malvern National Bank, and Genesis of Conway.
This is Sports Center.
Last night in the SEC, South Carolina pulled off the upset over 5th-ranked Tennessee, winning 63-59. The Gamecocks are now 18-3 on the season and 6-2 in conference play. In the second game, Ole Miss beat Mississippi State 86-82 to also improve to 18-3 in conference. Nationally, unranked Georgia Tech handed 3rd-ranked North Carolina their first ACC loss, winning 74-73, and 25th-ranked TCU beat 15th-ranked Texas Tech 85-78. Tonight in college basketball, Arkansas State will host Southern Miss at 7:30 on ESPN+, and Arkansas will travel to Columbia to take on Missouri, who is winless in conference play at 7:30. Coverage for that game can be seen on SEC Network. Radio coverage will be on The Buzz. Stay tuned after the game for the Gwatney Automotive postgame show. I'm Christian Weaver with The Buzz Radio Network. Due to a conflict, Oaklawn Race Day with Justin Acri and David Wanjanati will be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2 this Saturday only. Oaklawn Race Day is your inside track to America's hottest thoroughbred action. It's Central Arkansas's source for racing news and analysis. Oaklawn Race Day this Saturday morning at 11, only on 106.7 Buzz 2.
Quality Outdoor Products in Alexander, your metal roofing superstore, has a brand new showroom. Take exit 126 off I-30 and visit with Cal about a new carport or metal building. 40-year colors are available at only $289 a foot. 20-year colors are $259 and Galvalume runs $249. Trim and accessories are always available. Take exit 126 in Alexander or call Cal at 501-455-0240 about a new carport, metal building, or metal roofing supplies.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-659-8080. That's 1-800-659-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-659-8080. That's 1-800-659-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Fellas, what's good? Clint Sterner here for Low T Center. Look, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low T. Be sure to schedule your health assessment at Low T Center. They offer the convenience of physician-monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments with an average payment of $150 a month cash pay, including labs and medication. If you don't live near Low T Center or just need the convenience of at-home treatment, Low T Center makes it easy, baby. Shipping treatments directly to your home. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Man, another brick. I guess people should really stick to what they know. Like how Chris Crane Hyundai knows customer care and cars. New, pre-owned, service, and a body shop. But don't just take my word for it. Let Layden tell you.
Hey Arkansas, it's Layden Blocker. For slam dunk deals, go see the team at Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway.
So Layden's got the hoops handled and Chris Crane has your car covered. Come see us today on Museum Road in Conway and ChrisCraneHyundai.com.
Don't have time to call? Message us on the Gangster Museum of America and Hattery Live fan feedback, or text us on the Southern Structural Solutions text line at 501-661-1037. Now, let's get into the zone.
There was a girl I knew. She said She tried to make my world.
What the hell, bro? What the hell's going on here?
What the hell's the matter with you?
All right, we're going to start light, Coach, for you. You ready? A lot of times, Coach doesn't even stick around for this. He just takes off and listens in the car, and then it's usually a rush. But today, pretty good time
I don't
management.
even know what's coming. I'm excited.
Okay, well, don't get too excited.
Okay.
I'm going to try to undersell
Some days it's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. Under promise, over deliver.
A dying thief who confessed to stealing a pair of ruby slippers that Julie Garland wore in The Wizard of Oz because he wanted to pull off one last score was given no prison time at his sentencing this week. Terry John Martin, 76. And again, if your middle name gets used on TV, typically you did something awry.
Yeah.
Stole the slippers adorned with sequins and glass beads in 2005 from the Judy Garland Museum in the late actor's hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. I bet they've got her house on the
100%.
National Registry. What did she do that Levon Helm didn't? I don't think she's any big deal at all. Anyway, he gave in to temptation after an old associate with connections to the mob told him the shoes had to be adorned with real jewels to justify their $1 million insured value, his attorney revealed in a memo. Martin showed little emotion as the judge handed down the sentence and was physically unable to fully rise from his chair as the judge adjourned the hearing. He declined to address the court. The FBI recovered the shoes in 2018 when someone else tried to claim a reward, and Martin wasn't charged with stealing them until last year. So they're basically letting him off because he's so decrepit, but whatever.
Yeah, that was weak.
What would you steal that was famous from a movie if you could? Or what would you take as a gift from a movie? Like I want a legit lightsaber or the Millennium Falcon.
I was just thinking I want a stormtrooper.
Yeah. I'd probably
Like,
take
you want somebody inside the stormtrooper costume, too?
You want to have your own stormtrooper that follows you around and like protects
Yes.
you? You are kind of Darth
How
Vader.
cool would that look?
Dun,
That'd be
dun,
good.
dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
you're
dun,
walking
dun,
around
dun.
New York
you
City.
everywhere.
I'm in
That
Times
ain't
Square.
bad.
He's walking behind me.
I'm
They're not very
taking,
good protection, though, to be honest.
I'm taking Tim Burton's Batmobile. Back
Okay.
in the day. That'd be pretty solid.
That's nice.
I like that one.
I like Nolan's Batman.
You ever dress up as Batman?
It's cool. Every year, almost.
Jeez, you and
Oh, you're a big
Basil.
Batman
You
guy.
and Basil really do have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Scary. David broke up a fight in the street one night.
As Batman?
As Batman. True story.
That's amazing.
That's I would have paid so much money to watch that happen.
Did he do the voice?
Great.
You better believe it. You guys like king cake, yes or no?
Yeah, it's all right.
Not my favorite.
I'll eat it.
I love it.
What is it?
King cake.
I don't even know what it is.
That,
I'll bring you one. They
They
got
got
them
New
at
Orleans.
Community
It's got a
Bakery.
baby
Mardi
in the middle
Gras
of
deal with the baby in it.
It's
No.
like a pastry.
It's like multicolored. Not a the little
Not an actual
plastic
baby, it's a toy
We're
baby.
talking Hollywood stuff now with a baby.
It's a newborn.
With a baby in it.
It's actually just it's just the cells. No, no, it's like a pastry. I'll bring you one next week. They have them at like Community Bakery has them. I
King
saw.
cake. Well, if it's a community bakery, it's probably good.
It's very good. I don't think they make them there. They import them. I always get them at Rouse's when I'm down in New Orleans. Anyway, speaking of stealing, a thief stole 7 king cakes, very specific, about as many as he could carry during a break-in at a New Orleans bakery last week. The thief also took cash and a case of vodka from Bittersweet Confections. Our king cakes are just that good, the bakery wrote on social media, but please come and purchase one during regular store hours. I don't have the guy's name here, but 7 king cakes, a case of vodka, and cash.
Wow.
I do like king cakes.
Wonder
but
which one he liked the most.
I don't know. Good question.
We had a guy this morning still broke into this lady's house, stole a lot of things, and an urn with ashes in it. Yeah, he ended up returning it. He returned.
He was good. That's what he said.
He didn't know what it was, and there was an address of where the cremation happened, and send it back to the funeral
A
home.
thief with morals.
Yeah,
That's nice. A Florida man is suing the parent company of Combos Snacks. You guys Combos fans?
No.
Yeah, they're fun.
No.
They're
okay.
my favorite road trip snack.
I think I know what.
They're the little like they look like dog
pizza
treats
rolls?
actually.
They
yes.
do look like dog treats.
They're little round.
Yeah.
There's pretzel version.
Yeah.
There's cracker versions.
I've seen. Yep.
And there's like my favorites are the blue cheese and
Love blue cheese way better than ranch.
they have a blue cheese like kind of a what am I looking for? Like a red hot sauce thing. Anyway,
Okay.
they're good. They're basically a buffalo chicken.
Oh yeah,
flavored
with blue cheese.
Buddy, I'll bring it
Can't
back.
beat it.
So
Yeah.
good. Anyway, Edward Pistorio stated the cheddar cheese flavor of the snack has a photo of a large block of cheese and text stating, filling made with real cheese. But the ingredients claim that the snacks are made with less than 2% cheese blend. The main ingredients are flour, palm oil, dairy product, solids, carbohydrates, and cornstarch. This just in, bro. This is not health food, dummy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the lawsuit argues the real cheese claim led to the item's premium price at $2.59. This guy needs to get a life.
If it tastes like it, does it matter?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Depends.
saying. I mean, no, I don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
I just think it's dumb. All right, this is awesome. Okay, so I was telling you guys a story about a jealous person back in the day in the break, and let's not bring it up again. A Florida man told authorities that his wife, Florida man, it's always a Florida man, told authorities his wife of more than 50 years became enraged with jealousy when she tried to kill him after he received a postcard from an ex-girlfriend from 60 years ago. The man said his wife, Bertha, there's none of Berthas in the world, Bertha Yalter, 71, tried to smother him with a pillow in their North Miami Beach home. When authorities arrived, they found the unidentified victim in an extremely fragile state. He had several bruises, open lacerations on both of his arms and stomach area, and open bite marks that were bleeding. She's charged with second-degree attempted murder.
Wow.
Aggravated battery on a person aged 65 or older and tampering with a witness. She's like, you better not tell anybody about this either, Bob.
Hey, that one, that's a clap.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'll just wait.
That's a good one.
How'd that old flame get the address to send the postcard?
Well, there had to be more than he just got a postcard.
She's like, I'm gonna send him a Facebook. I'm gonna send him a postcard.
No, listen, he looked her up on Facebook after
100%.
that. Honey saw and Honey wasn't happy. Bertha saw, Bertha wasn't happy.
Yeah, he's like, man, I tell you what, for 83, that chick looks good. Here's another heartwarming family story. A man is in custody after police say he killed his father and beheaded him inside a Levittown, Pennsylvania home. 32-year-old Justin Moan has been charged with first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse. Police were called to by the victim's wife to a home. Officers found the father in an upstairs bathroom. They investigated and determined the son had left. He'd driven roughly 2 hours. He was arrested and found with his father's car. It's not a very good job of covering it up.
No.
Don't know what led to the death, but I will say beheading someone without a guillotine handy is so much work.
You kind of think about it.
I don't know, an axe.
I just don't think you can take it off in one lopping, Kevin. I think you have to chop.
An axe?
Yes.
Oh.
How sharp? It's going to be an awfully sharp blade.
Yeah. Here's the real problem with that, though. Not the problem. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to mutilate a body. I can't believe that mutilation of a body is a big-time crime.
Yeah.
It's already dead.
After they're dead.
I
mean, killing them, big-time crime.
It's just so disrespectful.
So if you chop off their finger, is that body mutilation?
I don't know. Maybe
you
not
need
to
it
the
for their
same.
fingerprint on their phone?
All I know is
I haven't thought about it all
if
this.
I'm ever accused of cutting off a head, I will tell you for the record, I didn't do it. I am falsely accused.
That's not you?
I'm not going to say that I couldn't kill someone. I could.
Yeah?
I've been ready to kill people
anyone
before.
could.
I'd say they did something to my family. If I cut off the head, they did something to my daughter or my wife.
I couldn't even do that then. I could not. It's
Couldn't do it?
It's just
Or
too
my
much.
granddaughter.
I'm like, I would, but I'm so tired from killing you. I can't cut your head off. It's just too much work.
That's a rage. That's
This is the second time in 2 weeks we've had stories of people cutting people's heads off. I'm like,
what's going on?
I don't know, but my point is, like, it's just way too much work.
It's an emotional rage blackout.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Has to be.
You see red sometimes.
Or just a really weird dude.
Luckily I kept my hands to myself.
Weird dude.
Last but not least, the face of a Japanese beauty is now Ukrainian, at least according to pageant judges who sparked a debate on cultural identity by naming 26-year-old Carolina Shino as Miss Japan Monday. The annual Miss Nippon contest, which takes its title from the country's Japanese name, awards the tiara to the contestant representing the foremost beauty of all Japanese women. I wanted to be recognized as a Japanese person, she says. She's a naturalized citizen who has lived in Japan since she was 5 and speaks fluent Japanese. But she clearly looks Ukrainian. I mean, it's funny because I saw the lineup of the ladies and I was like...
What did she win?
What? She's Miss Japan. But she is Japanese, just not by birth. She emigrated when she was 5.
What is the difference between, Miss America? There's no telling what Miss America could look like.
But she was born in America. I think.
No.
Has there been a Miss America that was not born in America?
There's been a Miss.
Are you saying is that a rule?
Yeah,
I think it should be a rule.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's keep that pure.
But she was 5. It's not like she was 20 and she's like, I'd really like to win a Miss something or other. I'm going to go to Japan. No, I think I can win that one.
Interesting.
No, but when they go to Miss Universe, don't you want them all to be literally from, that ethnicity?
From where they are?
She's like, I bet they've never seen a blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauty over in Japan. They'll love me.
We're going to go there.
I'm going to roll up in there and see if I can take that title.
And she won?
She won. But she was there since she was 5. She was raised in Japan.
I wouldn't have let her in. All pageant people, if y'all need a bad guy, I'm the bad guy. I'm going to take one look at him like, look, you're not.
I used to be a pageant
You're not
basher.
from here.
Yeah,
I used to be a pageant basher. I dated a girl who was a pageant girl, And I was like, the whole culture of it was just like, but when you think about all the good it does, when you talk about scholarships and things of that nature, you know all too well.
I am
it's
very
great
familiar.
Stuff.
Yep.
Big stuff.
I
You
was the
definitely
same
know what
way.
a passion.
And I'm dating one right now.
That's right.
Well,
I got to go.
You're dating the one.
I got to go, but I
The
want to
one.
say welcome to DJ. Enjoyed it.
Thank you,
Always
man.
respected your toughness in the game of football and what
Appreciate
you're
it.
able to accomplish. Justin, just admire you because you're sometimes nice to me.
Because you're in good shape and you're fat.
great
You got
great upper body, though.
You got a mind like a steel tack.
Yeah.
Tack?
Yeah, sharp, little pointed sharp.
Okay.
Do I
Pointed,
get
often
anything
pointed.
out of this? Or
Yeah,
is
what
it
about
just those
Christian?
two?
Well, he always gives you praise for your work on
Yeah.
the birthday trivia.
Christian's the most knowledgeable person.
Oh,
about
he's a
random
wizard.
Trivia.
It's impressive.
Yeah, no, it's very impressive.
All right, we'll get some feedback from y'all on the Southern Structural Solution text line and the live fan feedback from our friends at the Gangster Museum of America. By the way, I believe this is the last day for the Gangster Museum of America sponsoring that particular item. Also, still want to let you know, Hagen Smith, All-American pitcher, who's going to come on weekly on the show and starting in 2 weeks, is available for sponsorship. We can't get these folks on without your help, sponsors.
Come on
so
now.
let's go. I don't mean to Alyssa Milano you, but it takes money to make programming. Help us out. Hagen Smith presented by Kid Champion.
I give you $5.
All right. That's not going to
That's
help.
the bidding.
We'll check in with James out of Guadney after this, too.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin and Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. To remind us that we're all in this together, listen to the words of German clergyman Martin Niemöller. When Hitler attacked the Jews, I was not a Jew. Therefore, I was not concerned. When Hitler attacked the Catholics, I was not a Catholic. Therefore, I was not concerned. And when Hitler attacked the unions and industrialists, I was not a member of either group and was not concerned. Then Hitler attacked me and the Protestant church, and there was nobody left to be concerned. Doublebees believes that we are all here to help, support, and encourage each other to make Arkansas a better place. Doublebees is an Arkansas company that is here to help Arkansans and everyone else. Doublebees. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
Get the appliances you need right away at Lowe's. Explore the largest assortment of brands you trust, like Whirlpool, Samsung, and LG, in-store or online at the best values. Plus, take advantage of our everyday financing offers on top items, from refrigerators to laundry pairs. And there's more. Get your new appliances delivered or installed quickly at your convenience. Because Lowe's knows appliances, Lowe's knows home improvement. Subject to credit approval.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align bloating relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Get $5 off at alignprobiotics.com.
Man, another brick. I guess people should really stick to what they know. Like how Chris Crean Hyundai knows customer care and cars. New, pre-owned, service, and a body shop. But don't just take my word for it. Let Layden tell you.
Hey Arkansas, it's Layden Blocker. For slam dunk deals, go see the team at Chris Crean Hyundai in Conway.
So Layden's got the hoops handled, and Chris Crean has your car covered. Come see us today on Museum Road in Conway and ChrisCreanHyundai.com.
The Zone and the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I've wasted a paycheck on whiskey and long necks ever since you left, trying to figure this out. This Jack I've been drinking's been wasted on thinking. Now I got a new reason
All right, we're going to check in out at Guatin here in a second. Wes Moore is here from Out of Bounds, which doesn't exactly roll off the tongue for me, but it is good to have you in. I'm getting great feedback on you and Joe so far.
They got a better song than us, too, apparently.
Well,
really?
Yeah.
I saw the question of the day. I wondered how it was going.
Well, you've hated our song, and you hate their song. Which song do you hate more?
I probably like the Out of Bounds song a little bit better.
I get it.
You're both wrong. Did you see it's Nolan Ryan's birthday today, Wes?
I did not know that.
Piggy says, happy birthday, Nolan, who may have given Robin Ventura baseball's first case of CTE, no doubt. This guy says on the pageant girl, Rusty says, she's Ukrainian, but she identifies as Japanese. Well, she is Japanese. She lives in Japan. Typical of Coach Kelley to bail early and not finish what he started. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Jeez.
Acri.
Piggy says, you hate Hart. It makes sense. You hate Kevin Hart, too. Call you the Tin Man. No doubt. I do hate Hart. Good point. Bumper music, you might as well let the song play out. Some songs. The closest the Sisters of Hart will be on their 24 tour is San Antonio. That's not true. Tulsa's closer. Oh, there's Tulsa. And Tulsa. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Metalhead. Would you go see Hart if you had free tickets, Wes?
No.
Okay. TJ?
I mean, I don't know Hart very much. Yes, my mom wants to go.
Mom.
So I'll take my mom.
You know what? I honestly, if I had free tickets, I probably would go. I'm just being
I'm
honest.
not a big concert person, though. That's not me. No,
We're
I'm
the
not.
opposite. I love live music.
Do you like going to it?
I love going.
It depends on the setting. Am I sitting down? Can I just relax and enjoy the
I'm
show?
talking about
Or do I got to stand up and?
No, you can sit.
All right, yeah, okay.
I mean, that's why a big part of the reason I'm moving back downtown is because I like to go see live music. So, Rev Room and Stickies and,
Okay.
over
I
Dugan's.
like those type of settings. Now, huge arenas, it's not me.
It's just got to be the right show for me.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm not trying to see it. Now, I do have some friends that are going to the Sphere this week and going to see you too. Now, that would be an experience.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
All right.
If you got me free tickets to that, I'd go.
Yeah,
Thanks.
That'd be cool.
That's nice of you. Big of you. Not every day you hear just one topping on the radio. Is that a song? I don't know. I'd steal the car and smoke in the band. We were talking about a movie item you would steal. That's a pretty good one. Okay, great. Every time Robin Ventura would come up to bat in Texas, they would show Nolan Ryan beating his butt on the Jumbotron. That poor guy. He still doesn't like to talk about it. What a big old baby. He wouldn't talk in the Nolan Ryan documentary they did. That's so pathetic.
If you had a Nolan Ryan signed baseball, would that be something?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Do you have one?
I did.
What happened to it?
Gave it away.
Oh, my gosh, you're a good man.
Yeah.
I've got the commemorative ball that's signed.
Okay.
And it's in a little trophy case.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about the Mary Steenburgen house, this person says? I don't know where her house is. I don't know if that should go on the National Registry. I just know they screwed over our man Levon Helm. Final segment brought to you by our friends at Gwatney Chevrolet. I've been getting questions all week. I do not know if he's coming on tomorrow, but he has been afforded the opportunity. Let's say it that way. But Gwatney Chevrolet has been great about sponsoring Devo Davis all these years in the zone, and they've been great about having a relationship with us over the years. And if you're looking for a car dealer, we will tell you they're all about relationships going back to 1957. That's when they started doing it. And you can't stay in business this long, be as successful as they've been, without doing it right. And I don't care if you're talking about the service department, sales department, they've got great parts department, just a great collection of folks over there across the board. The Gregory Street exit in Jacksonville. Around $23K on a new 24 Equinox. Big fan of those. Christian's a former Equinox driver. He's moved up to the Blazer. I'm a huge Blazer fan. Driving one right now. It is black. It is sweet. It is all-wheel drive. Look out. And then the Silverado. That's their bread and butter. Under $48,000 with a qualifying trade-in. All you got to do is make the move to Gwatney Chevrolet, the Gregory Street exit in Jacksonville. Yes, and online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. What are y'all doing today?
Well, in 9 minutes, as soon as we start the show, Dave Van Horn is going to join us.
Oh, my.
They have practice at like 1:15, 1:30, I can't remember. But anyway, he has to get on, get off, and we are going to have him on the show right away. Pat Bradley at 2 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock, Tucker Hagedorn. He covers the Missouri Tigers up there. We're going to get him on to give us a little sneak peek of the Tigers.
The line is 5. How do you feel?
I have zero feelings. I have no idea what this team is going to do.
That is very rare of you, but I feel the same way.
Yeah,
on either team. I talked to Josh this morning, who's a Mizzou grad.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, we also agreed he's the easiest guy to beat up at the building. He said, that's two bad teams. I was like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. And I don't like to bet on bad teams.
That's our rule. Don't bet on bad teams.
Because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bet on good shows. We tried to give you one here, and you're going to get one coming up next on Out of Bounds. So stick around, and right after Drive Time Sports, we move into the pregame on the Buzz for the Razorbacks and the Tigers. Somebody's going to win. And stick around for the Gwatney Automotive postgame show afterwards with Wes and Josh. Don't punch him in the face.
I won't.
As tempting as it is.
Our care clinics are your hometown source for primary medical care. Our doctors, nurses, and counselors can help patients of all ages with anything from common colds and immunizations to depression, anxiety, and chronic diseases. Our network includes both mail order and local pharmacies to fulfill your prescriptions. If you don't have insurance, it's okay. We can help with that too. And no one is turned away. With more than 65 locations in Arkansas, there's a good chance we're in your hometown. Look us up at ourcare.net.
I'm Hunter Bell at Bell Chevrolet. We know the best part of being in Arkansas is the people. That's why we believe you're not just customers. You're our friends and family. We're determined to go above and beyond to help make things a little easier. And we put in the hours every day so we can take care of our family